It's the least I can do. And he gives it to you. But his his eyebrows go back down, and he's like, but for more serious matters, it's as I feared, both ships were up to no good. And they left overnight. I'm not sure when, but it must have been after you left.
Well, I think it was 2 bells when we left, so...
Maybe at dawn. I'm not sure.
There is a chance that we could find somebody who might have seen something, but I don't know if they did or not. We can do some more digging if you'd like.
There is no need. I had a few agents of my own going through the city. They actually found a lead on that. I believe her name was Captain Durall. As he says that, Slim flinches and kind of like tries to hide himself. Apparently, she is doing a smuggling trade deal today.
Oh, she's still in the city.
Yes.
Where?
Apparently, out in the Grand Souk. You know, that's the Great Marketplace. At this shop called the Grey Trader. Trader as in like trading, not like betraying people.
Yeah.
Although the name is certainly ironic. It looks as though perhaps someone should intervene to discover exactly how devious this trade was. Or is.
I mean, he did say he's got his agents on it. So, like, I don't want to step on your guys' toes.
They're actually busy looking for those, as he like points over at your brain in a jar.
I would imagine they are hard to miss or find. I'm not sure which.
If you could, I would like if you could bring in both this Captain Durall and whoever he or she is trading with. I'll pay. Oh, okay. Her and whoever she's trading with, I'll pay each of you 100 gold.
Dead or alive?
Alive, he says to you.
Damn it.
I look it over at Azra and I'm like, sorry.
Getting a contract for an assassination would cost too much, he says.
Roughed up, though. Is that okay?
As long as he's alive.
But yep, okay.
I hope you find him. It is she. I'm just playing with you.
Yeah.
But
I imagine at this point he's just mad because I keep correcting him, and I'm just some nobody who rolls up in his office. It's like, nope, your info's wrong.
OCD. He has to say it 3 times.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But yes, I heard that they're supposed to meet at 7 bells. So as long as you're able to find him by then, or her.
Wait, 7 bells has already passed.
Okay, so apparently it's not military time in this module. My bad.
Oh, okay.
You mean 19 bells?
Yeah, totally.
Or
totally.
7 evening bells.
We go by military time. It's 19 bells.
Yeah, so at that time. Yeah. But I would suggest asking for information around the marketplace.
Yep, that's what we were thinking. Cool. Well, thank you. This will certainly help. And I sort of shake the coin pouch, and I'm like, and thank you for the information. That's very appreciated.
Yes, thank you.
I guess we're going to the marketplace then.
Slim takes out one of the gold coins and he goes to bite in it to check if it's authentic.
I'm
And
like,
smiles
it's
and he puts it back.
Let's go.
It's a pleasure meeting you. As he leaves.
City official isn't gonna rob you, dude. Come on.
As you guys are leaving, he sees the secretary and she's like, You're not
I
sure.
just sort of like push him out the door and then turn and wave bye to her and back out the door.
Okay. So
Okay.
you guys leave, and you know the Grand Souk. For anyone watching, it's Area 6 here, to give you an idea how far away they are. It's in the middle of the city. It's if you follow the harbor, and the coast is on your left side, you will run into that area where those building shops were that I mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the Grand Souk is. And, alright, so some flavor text. People pass through the magnificent stone arches of the Grand Souk, like blood pumping through the beating heart of Port Nyanzaru. Near you, there are dozens of chatting shopkeepers, a tabaxi minstrel singing from the street corner. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. And then you hear like another one in the distance. Yar, filthy. And you can just barely hear it over like the traffic and stuff. There are several Triceratops drawn carts making their way through the densely packed thoroughfares of shops. There are many more sights and sounds that you can take in at a first glance, but there might be many more. What do you focus on?
Look at this cloud of people, and I'm like, Varth has nowhere or any idea where to start.
Funnily enough, you mentioned that. The portmaster had given us a name, correct?
Florina Dura, said Slim behind you.
No, I thought we knew the name of who she was meeting with.
If you remember on that letter you had, it had the name.
Oh, yes.
And the name was something Orlando.
Ezra did not write that down.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Dour Orlando. D-O-U-R. Orlando.
Yes. Okay, I just found it. Okay, cool.
He's perhaps this merchant that is at this Grey Trader shop that you're looking for.
Grey Trader. That's the name I remember, the Grey Trader. Okay. Would I have any idea where that is? Because I imagine I've been around here before.
Shops appear and disappear all the time. And
okay.
They're small. Like, when you go into these shops, they're, you have maybe like a 10 square feet of movement in these.
So I looked to Slim thinking, I'm like, oh, hey, you're not from here either. Okay. Is there anybody around on the street that looks like they're like a street kid or a guide or something? Just somebody who like knows the city better than we do.
You see there, a lot of the carts are drawn by merchants and stuff. The Triceratopses have mounts on them and they're Chult natives. And the carts are filled with stuff.
Okay. I go up to one of them that doesn't seem to be like busy selling anything currently. Somebody that's not like talking. I'm like, hi. I was looking for a particular individual. He has a shop here, but I haven't seen him yet because I'm kind of new to town. I'm looking for the Grey Trader. It's been a long time since I've seen him. I don't remember what it is he sells, but he said he was supposed to be here. Do you have any idea where that might be?
Give me a DC 10 persuasion.
If he looks confused, I translate what she said to Chulton.
Do anyone else do any investigating? Or
I got it. So I rolled a 2, but because I'm really good at persuasion, I still got an 8, but I didn't get that 10. He's
like, I'm trying to sell some fish over here. If you're not buying any fish, it's Graham. And he like scoots you out.
Fine.
Perhaps maybe we should split up and search for clues. You hear Slim say.
I look over to him and I go, yes.
I looked at him and I'm like, I'm
gonna in a few hours.
I'm gonna stick with you. We should maybe do buddy system.
That works. If we need to get in anywhere, I got myself.
Not telling him that, but like.
Oh, internally to yourself.
No, yeah, I'm like, I've seen those sticky fingers. I don't want us vouching for him and then him getting arrested 10 minutes later.
He doesn't even like lean into you guys because the marketplace is just so loud. You're pretty sure. He's pretty sure if he just says something out loud, no one's gonna really notice but you guys. And he says, I bought myself some thieves' tools last night, so if we need to get in anywhere, I'm your man.
I just nod my head.
Good to know. Maybe keep those in your pocket for now.
Always do. So, cool. How are you guys splitting up? Or are you splitting up?
Should we just do pairs?
I was actually going to say buddy system is probably best.
Yeah.
especially considering, for all we know, they might know that we're on to them.
This marketplace, it literally has everything in the player's handbook that you want, except for elephants. That's the only thing you guys can't get here.
Noted.
Darn. Really
So,
wanted
I
an
mean,
elephant.
if you want to get some healing potions, or maybe actually the coffee witch is here, and
Oh yeah.
this is where her
Yeah,
shop
we
was
wanted to
at.
visit her too.
And yeah, like anything under the sun. You actually know that if you are able to score yourself a meeting with a certain merchant prince, you can buy magical weapons and armor. It's really expensive, but you could get it. Also, heavy armor around here, none of you want that, but it costs twice as much here.
Okay. Makes sense. It's not that common. So I looked at you, Azra, and I'm like, cool. If you guys get in any trouble, send one of your fire bolts or some kind of fire something as high as you can in the sky, and we'll try and keep an eye on it. And then if the same thing happens to me, I'm going to cast light on his crossbow, and you're going to shoot it up into the sky. And hope that you can see it, because I don't have anything else that's as noticeable as your fire bolts.
Okay.
That works.
Cool. And we go that way.
Okay, so Azra and Varth, which one of you do you think would be doing the talking? Trying to get information. This is charisma stuff, by the way.
I tap my wooden mask that is now glowing, and I go, probably best I'm not doing most of the talking, but I can translate to Chultan if you do not speak it.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, I'm assuming Dagger's going to be doing all the talking, because Slim, not so good with charisma. But,
Yeah.
While we're here in the market, I look around to see if I can find any of my heretical contacts. Given my background of heretic.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There currently aren't any here, but with your background, you can make some, and you become a cult leader, pretty much. It'll take time. You wouldn't be able to have time to do it now, but they would be helpful in a situation like this. So maybe for a later note.
Yeah, I mean, when we get
I feel
time
like
to
this-
kill at some point, I will.
Yeah, I imagine that's a downtime thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm looking around,
idea,
and
though.
I'm not trying to I just want to see if I've seen anybody that's offering like any kind of scrolls or books or anything. I don't want to go over and purchase it, but I just want to be like, okay, I remember where that is, and I'll come back for it.
Okay, yeah, you find scribblers, scrolls, and such.
Okay. And I'm just gonna remember where that is because I don't have time to go book shopping.
Okay,
um,
make sure you write it down because I won't remember.
what was it? Scrupulous something?
Scribblers, scrolls, and stuff.
Okay.
You see a kooky old man with blue robes and it's like hooded over there. He seems to have a bunch of potions and they have little tags on them and the string like goes way too long on the tags.
Does he seem a bit hunchbacked?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I looked at Slim and I'm like, actually, if your captain was selling all this kind of weird shit, would she be selling it to somebody like a wizard?
She sold stuff to a lot of different people. I think one time she sold it to a floating jellyfish. It was really weird.
Okay. Thinking better of it, I'm gonna go over to the kooky old guy in blue robes.
Okay. He's like, yes, and his one eye like wiggles a little bit, like it's fake.
I'm like internally, I'm like, that's gross. Externally, no change. So I'm like, hi, I am a historian. I was looking for some books, but first off, I was wondering, you seem like a man about town that's seen several things. I was wondering if you'd encountered an individual who owned a shop called the crap, what was it?
The Gray Trader?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
You like wheeze laughs.
Diviner.
I don't what?
Though actually, I'm like, while I'm here, I was wondering, do you happen to have any magical scrolls for sale?
Magical scrolls, magical scrolls. He like starts going through his papers. He starts like throwing them over his shoulder. One scroll is like ridiculously long, where he goes to throw it, and it seems like he just keeps going. And he goes,
Yeah, I'd say, Slim, can you grab that one? Like to pick it up so that it's not just like rolling away. And
he shrugs and he awkwardly goes over and like gets them. You notice he like looks at them
doing,
first.
Like the really awkward thing, like trying to roll it up and getting in everybody's way.
you notice he doesn't try to read them or anything. He just grabs them.
White.
And I sell a lot of stories.
Stories are good, yeah. Do you happen to have like any stories about old legends or places of interest or anything here? Cool. How much might a story like that cost?
He seems to stare off into space for a bit. You're not sure if he's paying attention anymore. He looks right through you.
Maybe we'll come back when we got a little more time.
What?
It was lovely doing biz with you. With yeah. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
I just look at Slim and I make sure that he gives back all the scrolls first before we continue on.
Give me a perception check.
If at any point we run into the same old man, I'm going to go talk to him.
That is a 21.
21? Okay, you see he was going to pocket something, but he doesn't. Varth, what did you say?
I just give him a very
If at any point me and Azra see the same old man, I'm going to go talk to him.
Okay. You guys split up and went different directions, so unfortunately, nah. But, okay, so give me, whoever you wants to roll, Azra or Varth, give me some kind of charisma check, whether it be deception or persuasion or intimidation, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, 12.
Okay.
I do not assist. Sorry, I tried.
It's fine. The Azra, you figure out from someone who's they're selling dinosaur meat, a butcher guy, that the Souk has more shops. I have more shops here than I can count. I know the great trader. It's some boring shop that sells odds and ends, but I don't know how the place stays open. It's somewhere in the south side of the marketplace.
Cool. I think. Thanks, dude.
He's covered in blood.
Gross. And then we can start going south.
Okay. Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
You can give me a roll as well. Slim will try to assist.
Okay.
And he rolls a 1. And we're off stream again. Cool. Stream just cut off again.
Persuasion.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, whichever charisma you want to do.
Yeah, that one. 18.
Huh. I don't know why it keeps turning off. It's weird. 18? Okay, I got something for you. He rolled a 1, by the way.
Yep. Okay, it's back now.
Yeah. Oh well. I don't know why it keeps cutting off. That's fine. All you asked was Dagger made her check on charisma, and you figure out that you like loop around your side of the marketplace, and you run into that guy with the scrolls again, and he says, like you're just walking by, you don't even ask him, and he just says, the Great Trader closes every day about an hour before sundown. That'd be about 4 in the afternoon this time of year. You go to say thanks, possibly, or respond, but you see he's just looking over at one of his shelves. He's just looking at a vial, and he just seems like he was talking to it or something.
Sorry if I'm laughing.
He's in the same place, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, doubly remembering where this guy is, because he is peculiar and I like it.
Sorry if I'm
helpful.
laughing, but I've used the exact same NPC in like every campaign I've ever run. He's been in there somewhere.
It's original content. I'm not stealing.
No, I've got those.
That's okay.
The
Schmitty is
one
not
NPC
copyrighted.
that just shows up again and again.
Schmitty is not copyrighted.
Okay, you guys. This is after an hour searching cumulatively with everybody. Do you guys continue searching, or you try to meet up, or?
I mean,
can't really
we found
say
out where it
when
was.
we
Azra,
would
right?
Yeah,
be
you
meeting
found-
back up. So I would continue
Got
going for at
directions
least
anyway,
like 2
right?
hours if we don't have any idea of where it is.
Okay. It's noon right now.
Okay.
We got a direction of where it was, didn't we, Azra?
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, I guess we'll just search that direction until we find it, and then if we find it, then we'll come back.
Then we know where it is. Yeah.
Okay, give me another charisma check.
Aha! I assisted that time.
10.
I critically assisted if it were possible, but I don't think it is.
Ah.
I rolled a 19 plus my charisma. That makes it 20.
You guys were searching around, and you find a half elf who seems to be running a fish stall, and he seems to be writing something in a book. And you see it says just guide to something, and you're not quite sure what it is. What the rest of it says, because his hand's like over top of it, like so. And he's just writing with a quill, and he seems to have a kind of a long elven pointy nose, but he has some human traits. He looks like he's in, like middle aged or something. He's wearing blue robes, and he's just writing stuff down. And as you come up and ask him, he goes, "Oh, hello. My name is Jebediah, Master Fisherman.
Yes.
How might I help you today?" And he closes his book that he was writing in.
We were just looking for a shop, wondering if you knew where it was. It's called the Grey Trader.
Ah, yes. Ah, that boring old place. The interesting thing about it, though, is every day at 2, the brontosaurus painted with red checkered patterns carries unmarked crates to it. Somewhere over there, and he points south, like further south from where you guys are at.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Not one bit.
Might I interest you in some blue gilled fish? I mean, like he's like holding it by its gills, and it's like bright blue.
I immediately look as though I'm interested. And where perhaps would a master fisherman like yourself have gone to catch said fish?
Ah, just this morning, right off the docks.
Perhaps I will come back later and we can share stories. I also fancy myself a fisherman.
Might have some tales to tell. I'm writing a guide on how to fish, you know.
Perhaps I could help you write said guide. I pat my trident that has a rope on it. My fishing.
So, like,
is a
I know
bit
it's just your
unconventional.
accent, but that sounded so sinister for some reason. I can
Everything I say in that voice sounds sinister.
Like,
It's
normally
for
it's
the
not
record.
so bad. That just because it was so mundane, it's like, okay, thanks for the help, buddy.
I was about to say, when you put emphasis on S's, it's really hard not to sound sinister.
Yeah, right.
Oh, sorry, it's a bluefin killifish. Had to look it up in my guide. Give me a second. If you recognize it, it's just a common fish. They're
I will
equivalent,
definitely be back later to share stories.
they're equivalent to bluegills. You know, they're just like super common.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you guys continue your search. Dagger, you continued searching, and you actually ran into them.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Hey. So
you
I
look
heard.
familiar.
Did you guys find out anything? Sicily.
Shops
It's in
that
the
way.
South Dakota somewhere. It's that way.
Cool.
Wherever he pointed.
Yeah.
All we figured out that it sells boring odds and ends.
And
that
an
they
unmarked
close?
Triceratops shows up every day and delivers red boxes.
That's weird.
Yeah, Dagger doesn't know this, but I thought that dinosaur was like checker marked or something.
Yeah.
No, I intentionally
Yeah.
said it backwards in character.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no.
And like, but
A red marked Triceratops shows and delivers unmarked boxes. That's it.
As he says that,
it's very obvious.
as he says that, you hear 2 bells ring, and you see a brontosaurus with red checker marks start to walk by and go towards the south.
I would guess that's unmarked contraband.
I looked to Slim. I'm like, how good at you are hiding?
I'm okay at it, I guess.
Good. Hide. Like, you can't be seen, because this woman's gonna know your face.
Do you want me to do anything else? Like maybe pop a crossbow bolt in your eyeball?
Actually, if you can get height, that would be really good. See if you can
Does
like
she
climb up on
only
a
have
building
one
or
eyeball?
something.
I'm not sure. She wears an eye patch, though.
Oh, okay. That's not that uncommon though with sailors, I think. Anyway, yeah. Maybe hide up on a roof and keep your crossbow ready, but don't do anything until you see us act, okay?
I gotcha. Fun fact, most of us, when we wear eye patches, it's just for show to look cool.
Oh, I thought it was because, like, if you lift it up and you don't have dark vision, your eyes aren't, like, whatever. It's cool. Nah,
Okay.
it's cool. Go on.
Maybe we should find the shop first, so I know where to assist.
Yeah.
We know where it's going. Let's just follow
But
the cart.
I wanted him to stay further back, because if anybody is watching out and they are part of the crew, they will know him.
Okay.
Agreed.
He stays in the back of the party for now, as you guys follow this very slow-moving brontosaurus through the heavy traffic. You guys actually, like, stay right behind it, because if you don't, like, the upstream current of people going the other way would, like, it'd be really hard to keep up with.
Well, maybe not directly behind it, because if it has to poop, I'm not getting hit by an avalanche.
Well, I also don't want to be like, we're just totally swallowing behind, not, this marked thing. Like, they're going to have guards on this thing, whether we can see them or not.
As you say that, you actually notice there are street workers that have like brooms, like really white brooms that are used to shovel the dinosaur
dino poo.
dung off the streets. But
I imagine they're quite burly because that poop's got to weigh a lot.
actually, yeah, they are.
It's kind of like burly guys with shovels.
I just remembered that scene from Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
where she's trying
like
to
that.
die.
Like that. That's one Triceratops. And this is
Okay.
a city filled with those things. And this is a Brontosaurus we're following down the roadway. This guy's poop's going to be like a building.
Triceratops are huge
I thought it was
size.
Triceratops. Yeah, they're a little smaller than like a Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus
No,
are the big.
You guys are following a brontosaurus. There's mostly Triceratopses here, but there is a brontosaurus.
Why are they using the most ostentatious freaking dinosaur in town
You
to
see-
cart?
Painting it red.
I'm basically like walking
Right.
behind them, and I'm like, so the more I meet the more I learn about these people, the more I'm shocked that we're the ones who have, bumbled this operation up, because they are the worst.
That's, you say like why would they use a brontosaurus, and you look up and you see like on the back of its neck it has a flag and it says the Gray Trader on it, and it's like flag, like the neck is a flagpole. Seems to be doing good advertising, I guess. Or seems to be doing good advertising, I guess. It's
Yep, can't knock that. Yeah.
Everyone seemed to know that the place was really boring.
at least what they sell is boring.
Hmm.
I mean, for all we know, it's just general shop. General shops are boring. It's just like daggers and nails and horseshoes.
The best place to hide something you don't want people to find is out in the open where they don't expect to look for it.
Personally, I'd probably go with like a fishmonger, because they're a little bit more low key. But
Yeah, that Jeremiah guy, I don't trust him.
oh no. a normal fishmonger. Like just some commoner with a, fishing pole.
Oh, you guys proceed and you follow it quite a ways, and on like the very, very south side of the market, where there's just barely any traffic really, you see the Grey Trader. The words "The Grey Trader" are displayed in tiny print above the door on this drab storefront. It is a cramped building, barely 10 feet wide, stuck between two larger shops on either side. Its windows are shuttered closed, and there is no way to see inside. The street near it is filled with throngs of people visiting pubs and other more vibrant shops nearby. These shops include an upscale pub with a sign depicting a sleeping triceratops called Dersma's Dream, a bookseller shop called Princess's Revelry, and a pet shop called The Flying Monkey. All three have windows facing the Grey Trader. Two dark alleys stretch out from there with a clear lookout at the storefront of the Grey Trader. There's no poo in these alleyways.
Okay, so the Grey Trader itself, the storefront has no windows, correct?
No windows. It's really small too.
I looked at Varth and I'm like, do you want to do your chameleon thing and see if you can squeeze in there and act like you're a totally normal animal? Or I don't know how small can you get? Can you like hide on somebody who's going in there?
Wait,
I look at the people going in and out of the Grey Trader.
Wait, you can turn into things?
Yeah.
I look
You're
over.
ready
I
for
look
some
over.
crazy
at Slim.
shit, buddy.
Perhaps.
Oh, okay. I know not to get on your bad side. I'm gonna go up there. And he like
I
goes
looked
towards
at
the
Slim
flying.
like, he can turn into a red dragon.
He hurries over to the flying monkey pet shop. You see him like look around. Look, you guys give a thumbs up and go into the back alleyway. You're thinking he's gonna try to like climb up the building or something.
All right. In the throngs of people that are kind of oceaning around, I kind of like if there's a way to like move like into like a crowd of them that aren't really paying attention, that aren't moving a lot, and then turn into something and scurry towards the building.
Stream
I feel
cut
like
off.
an idiot.
Sorry. It keeps bouncing off. I have like nothing open, so I don't know what's going on.
It occurs to me that we never asked Slim what the hell the captain looks like.
Well,
Yeah.
we know she has an eye patch.
Yeah, her and every other person in the city, probably.
Well, it's sailors.
She's a half elf.
Yeah, we know she's a half
Oh,
elf.
she is a half elf. Okay, that does help some, yeah. Half elf with eye patch. Cool. I keep an eye out for that.
Okay. Wait, where
And we
where
know
you
she
keep an
probably
eye out at?
dresses ostentatiously.
You guys just gonna stay in the middle of the street, or
No, okay, so there is an alley not far from the entrance, right?
there's two?
Cool. I want to go to the one that is nearest to where Slim was, so that hopefully I can still get a beat on him. You know, without moving too far. I grab Azra and I walk that way, and I just start like some insane story that you've actually already heard. I'm basically just trying to act like we're just standing here having a conversation as I keep an eye on the front door.
In front of the flying monkey. Sorry, like part of you cut off when you were explaining that. Because the alleyway he went to was behind that pet shop.
End of the alleyway. Okay, the end of the alleyway, so that hopefully I can see kind of where he would be. Actually, the front door of the Grey Trader.
Okay. You guys stay there. Give me a performance check.
Would it be performance or deception?
You're telling a story, right? I would think that would be more of a performance, right?
Well, it was less of like I'm telling a story to a crowd and more like I'm just trying to say something to fill the air to her. But like I'm saying one she's already heard, so she knows that I'm not just holding a conversation.
Yeah,
She would be aware of the
acting.
deception, but everyone else is kind of like just listening to the story.
Yeah,
I guess.
it would be acting. You're acting.
Oh,
Like you're
yeah, okay.
pretending. Like
That is a 20.
ooh, okay. Yeah, a few people actually take interest. You see a few people with the Triceratops carts. They're going by, but they like catch part of your story and they like look over interested, but they don't stop. They keep going because they got work to do. But
I keep an eye on where the Triceratops. That's not our guys, right? That's not the Great Trader.
no,
Okay.
it's just a random.
Okay. Yeah.
You actually saw the Brontosaurus go behind the shop.
Oh, okay.
It took the other alleyway.
Okay. So I finish up the story and just sort of give a thumbs up and wave to the people that are like that might have been hanging around and eavesdropping and just listening. And I look to Azra and I'm like, should we follow it around the corner, or maybe there's a back door to this joint?
Maybe you stay here and just in case Varth needs some
Cool.
help.
Okay.
I'll go sneak around the back.
The right before you guys go, a few of the spectators were watching. They're just like, and they like throw you coins, and you get a total of 2 gold worth of coins
Ooh.
from your story.
Nice.
That was for those wondering. That was the story of the time that I got captured by pirates and seduced the captain.
Aye, that'd be a good
Awesome.
sea tale, says one of the sailors watching.
I think a chameleon might stand out in this area, or do I? Or do I think a gecko would be a little more appropriate?
I don't know. Either are tiny size, and you're in the middle of a massive marketplace. So
Well,
Either
like,
one. I
I'm
think the
not there
gecko
to
might
say
like
anything.
just stand out as an animal, but the chameleon can blend in with his environment. So I'm attempting to stealth, so I'll chameleon.
okay. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I don't know that we had talked about it, but I would have mentioned like something that could stow away on an individual. So like a gecko or something wouldn't be that bad for that. But if you're just trying to hide in a city, I would think a rat would probably be best.
Yeah, but
So a
rats
rat might
people
get
want to kill.
punted.
A gecko people are probably going to just ignore.
Yeah, true.
You could disguise yourself as a tarantula. Your CR would be 0, but there's a lot of those around here.
I don't know whether people would be more likely to step on a tarantula or not.
Nah, the people that
Like in
are
this
from around here.
area, it's not. They would know that they're not that dangerous.
Yeah, it's just like South America, where they're just like, oh hey, it's a tarantula, and they maybe will use their hand to like take it outside. You know.
I'm used to East Coast USA.
Yeah.
I
same
see
here.
a spider any bigger than a dime, and I'm for losing my
Oh, it's
goddamn
fine.
mind.
I know out west, when people see snakes, they're not as terrified, just because it's where they live. But I got family members in Colorado. But anyway, So Varth, what were you?
Yeah, whatever animal and or critter of any kind that looks like it's going to blend in the most and gather the least amount of attention from people, I turn into that, and then I just kind of scurry inside.
Okay. Any creature you turn into will be suspicious going in a store. But if you want to blend in, the highest CR you can do is 1/4. You could disguise yourself as a velociraptor. And those are the
Whoa.
like chicken size, the actual
probably
velociraptors, not the
wouldn't
Jurassic
fit
Park ones.
into.
I could probably do that, but I think that would definitely be considered as something that's a bit hostile.
No,
So
no.
I think I'm going to... Oh, really?
No, they're like
You see them, the dinosaurs in
dinosaurs are beasts
Nyanzaru.
of burden here.
Yeah. You actually see a few people have them as pets, the velociraptors.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll turn into one of the tiny dinosaurs like that, and I just
It's
follow
basically a
somebody
chicken
into
that
the
doesn't
store.
lay eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just follow somebody into the store as if I suddenly caught interest on them, and I just follow them in.
Wait, how long does a wild sheep last? An hour, right?
How long do I want it to last?
It's an
Is
hour.
there a
It la-
duration?
It
Is it
lasts
an
at
hour?
least an hour. I actually would think it's more, but I'm checking.
I think it's an
I
hour
don't think
at
it had a
lower levels.
duration.
Number of
before.
hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
Oh, well,
Yes.
So
So
1 hour.
So it
okay,
would be fine.
thank you.
Thank you.
So you turn into a velociraptor and you pull a Futurama where you just sit outside the store waiting for somebody to come back.
Oh.
And unfortunately, I'm sorry, that was a really depressing metaphor, but no one goes in this store. That whole hour, not a single person glances at the store.
I'm not going to wait that long. I
Okay.
turn into a little velociraptor thing, and nobody even opens the door.
No.
Does it look like there's a way to get into the front?
Yeah.
Is
the
it a door or is it still that open like?
Is there a window or anything?
There's a door, and you see it has like a bell on it, just like every other shop where you open it and it goes ding, ding, ding.
You know what? I scurry around the back.
You're pretty sure.
Would I recognize? I would probably recognize this shady looking velociraptor just poking around the door. Because I was waiting at the front, waiting for him.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
well then when he goes around to the back, I'm following him.
Okay.
And I was already there.
Okay, so all you are going to the back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the one part I worried about in the module. They don't have a map or anything for the shop itself. But you guys go around the back. There's no doors or windows or anything in the back. But the Brontosaurus is there, and there's a opening in the roof, and it seems like that's where the crate's going.
Huh.
It's only one story. It's not a tall building at all. You see,
Do I
you
think
actually
my
see
little
Slim across
velociraptor-y
the
climbiness
path.
can get up there pretty easy?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay, I scurry up there.
You hear scraping on clay.
As
he's
he's
just
going up,
scurrying up
I
there.
looked at him and I'm like, "Give us a sign if you need us up there."
I turn my little head around and nod.
Because like stealth with us is not gonna work up there.
Yeah, I just turn my little head around and go. And then keep scurrying up the side of the building.
Okay, you scurry up the building and you see an ashen-faced Eluskan man with a shaved head, and he's wearing off-white robes, and he's actually taking the crates, and he's just like moving them on. He seems to have a little system where he just like rolls them down, and they go down there, and they're just fine. But he like the second you come up there, he's like, "What? Huh? What are you doing up here, little guy?"
I turn my head back and forth as if I'm trying to figure out what he is, and I scurry inside.
Hey, wait! Give me a strength check. He's gonna try to grab you.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Would it be that or athletics?
I'll say you're. Give me an athletics.
Because like for grapple, you can usually pick.
Actually, no. This is a tough question because he's a velociraptor. What are their stats? I'm gonna say
Yeah, no,
they're
what
like.
their stats are.
I'm gonna say you got like 14 dex, so +2.
Okay, so my dex is actually much better than my actual dex.
Yeah, it will definitely be better.
20.
Ooh, good, because he rolled good. You beat him though, for sure. He goes to like grab you, and he like goes to grab your tail, but your reptilian scales are slippery and just goes straight through.
Would we have heard him saying, "Hey, what are you doing, little guy"? Because it is only one story up, but we are in a crowded street.
Yeah, give me a perception check. It won't be a high DC.
17.
14.
Okay, yeah, both of you hear it. And then you hear
I looked to where I know where Slim is, and I'm like, and I looked at Azra, and I'm like, "Are we going up or what?" I know for sure I cannot put that Brontosaurus to sleep, but the guy on top of it, probably.
with you,
I like heights.
Azra, you with your higher perception, you notice that there's a ladder on the ground in the other alleyway. You're assuming it's used to get up on the roof.
Oh, that's much easier than what I was thinking.
I'm going to climb that.
Okay.
I'm going to go up there.
All right, everyone roll initiative. This isn't combat, but just so we get timing and everything right.
Oh,
That
God.
was 6.
Shopkeeper got
20.
8.
an 8. Dagger, you got an 8?
Yep.
Okay, what's your dex?
+2.
Okay, yeah, you're 8 the greater then. The shopkeeper also got 8. So,
Oh, God.
who got the 20 again?
I did.
Okay, you're running into this. You're in there.
Yep.
The
I
inside.
scurry around.
Oh yeah, you're coming through the back. So you see
Or I
that
thought it
it
was coming in
contains.
through the ceiling, yeah.
Yeah, the ceiling in the back. He's in the back
Oh, yeah.
room. You come in through here, and the back room contains dozens of unmarked crates containing stuff. Almost gave it away. But yeah,
I mean,
they're all
you can't
sealed.
see what's in them. They're all.
Yeah.
I'm also
Even if they
scurrying
were
around.
open, he's like what, a foot tall?
You notice that
If
several
that,
of the
yeah.
crates are empty, though. You could easily hide in one of them if you're small size.
Okay. I scurry about when I'm convinced that I might have lost him. I hide in one of the crates.
Yeah, they're large enough that even if you weren't wild-shaped, you could fit in one of
I
these.
just kind of
They're like big crates.
scurry in and hunker down a little bit.
Okay, give me a stealth with that +2.
God damn it. Tiny dice roll off the table. 10.
Okay. The Dagger, it's your turn. What are you doing? Going up the ladder?
Yes, I'm following behind Azra, and as I'm going up the ladder behind her, I'm like, what's our plan when we get up there? Am I putting this dude to sleep or trying to charm him or what?
I think we should just chill out until we definitely need to do something. Just so that we can see what's happening.
Okay.
So-
I just follow then. I do have, I'll say sleep prepared, just in case. Basically, like, I've got my material component in my hand.
Okay. The you go to climb up the ladder then?
Yeah, but I'm behind her on the ladder, so.
Okay. Azra, what are you doing?
I'm climbing the ladder, yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll leave both of you in that same initiative. You both climb up the ladder. You see the man in the off-color white robes going into the hole, but he didn't seem to have noticed you just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide.
And that was 20
Okay.
feet. That was like 20 feet of your guys' movement.
I assume we see Slim up here, yeah?
You see him across the street at another
Okay.
building. He's like laying down like a sniper.
Okay.
And you see there's rain catchers up here, that's where the city gets all of its water supply from.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much
Okay.
it. That and this hole.
I just nod to him, and I'm gonna maybe try and stealth over and peek my head down in the hole
Okay, stealth check.
when it comes around to my turn.
Okay. The Brontosaurus looks at you too, questionably. It looks down at you guys because it's so tall.
It's on to you.
I reach
The jig is
into
up.
I reach into my pocket and I chuck a piece of like jerky at it. I don't actually know what dinosaurs eat. I assume they're carnivores. Oh no, wait, no, it's a brontosaurus. It's not. I would have probably some fruit on me then because we are in the jungle. Throw 'em like a couple of raisins, like
Okay.
good dinosaur.
You throw him up. How he's really high up, like his head is. Do you like try to reach his head, or do you just
No, I'm just
casually
gonna
toss him?
throw like I'm just gonna throw him to like the edge of the building and hopefully he'll lean down and get him and ignore us.
Okay, you throw him. His
Because
head,
like there's no way a raisin is getting all the way up to that guy.
his head tilts over to look, but you can tell his neck isn't snake-like. Like it wouldn't be able to bend straight down. And he just like kind of looks at it and he looks back at you. All right, Varth, you're
On the
hiding
way
in the
back,
box.
buddy.
Yep. Is there anything in this box with me?
No, it's empty.
Okay. If I see him scurry by, I'm going to scurry over to another unmarked box. Maybe one of the ones that's open.
Okay. He's like, "Don't worry, little fella. I won't hurt you." You just hear him, and he like walks by.
I'm just imagining him holding like two daggers, like, I'm not gonna hurt you, buddy. It's okay.
I'd imagine at this point he's probably not worried about
Oh,
tiny
no, I know.
dinosaurs
Oh.
scurrying
That's just-
into his shop. He's just like,
He's
again,
That's just me
come
being
on.
paranoid.
he looks like he's like in his 40s, so he was definitely like some merchant of some kind. He didn't have any weapons on him that you saw, but he hasn't found you yet. So it goes back to you guys up on the roof. You hear the merchant down there say that, and him moving around down there.
I want to poke my head down
I'm
there
just
and
gonna peek over the edge.
yeah.
Okay.
I imagine both of us are doing like that on two sides of the hole.
Okay. You see that a bunch of crates. Quite a few of them are not opened. Give me perception checks.
Oh god. That's a 4.
14.
Dice
Okay.
jail.
Dagger, you see a little velociraptor heading in one of the crates.
Cool. Do I see the dude?
Yeah, he seems to be going towards the front of the store, thinking that the raptor probably went out towards the front.
Is the front of can I see if is there a door between the front of the store and where the room he's in?
Yeah, it looks like the store can be locked. That goes to the front of the store, and pretty much this is 2 5 square tiles. This is back room.
Okay.
And he's in the and that was the other tile that the door went into the.
I basically
store.
put a hand on Azra and just say shh, wait, and I'm gonna wait until he goes through that door.
Yeah, he's gone through it.
Okay. I point out where the little velociraptor is. I'm like, do we want to jump down?
Yeah.
He probably
Cool.
has very snake-like eyes.
Oh yeah, he can easily see us, I'm sure. Considering we're two giant
waving.
people dropping in from the ceiling.
Tiny velociraptor wave.
I got big mouth and little claws.
The crates underneath us, do they hold anything or are they empty? They're just sealed.
You see,
What I'm looking for is there a soft place to land? Or do I just land on the floor?
he has like an incline ramp that the crates slide down,
okay.
so you could just slide down here.
Yeah, we'll just walk down. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys get down there, and
And I wanna make my way over to that door and sort of like wedge my boot against it so that he can't open it, hopefully.
okay.
I don't know if it opens in or not, but I'm gonna hold on to it and hopefully just keep the door closed.
Okay. All right, Azra, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and open one of the sealed crates. See what's in
Okay.
it.
Do you got a crowbar or anything you could wedge in there on the lid?
No.
I reach into my bag and
Like
I
a
pull
dagger,
out.
or-
I've got a shovel, I've got a miner's pick, and I've got a dagger.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of those.
Okay, give me a
I
strength
think
check.
the shovel would probably be best.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a 9.
Okay, you it starts to wedge in, and you get like one of the nails out. You just can't quite get it open.
I have a -1 to strength. That's fine.
Oh,
Same.
Varth, what are you doing? Are you still in that little crate, peeking your head?
I scurry over to where they are. And does it look like she's pried it up open enough that I can scurry into it?
No, not. She's like just started to. Like
Jump on the pickaxe.
In that case, then I move over to an area where I'm not going to hit anyone. Then I turn back into Varth, and I try to pop it open real quick.
Yeah, it's like really cramped in here, especially with all the crates and stuff for you guys.
I'm like pressed up against the door. I'm like, it's fine. It's just
Strength check,
This is-
Seth?
Yep. You find it kind of hard to not hit somebody with a pickaxe when you're like trying to open it because you guys are just so cramped in here.
well, it's a
You
shovel.
guys are just
but-
like or shovel, and you're just like.
yeah.
Okay. My check is 12.
Okay. You get the lid off,
Okay.
and you hear footsteps outside in the shop. You go, and you hear
Like
huh?
from the other room, or
Yeah. You hear like a,
Okay.
huh? What was that? That's the crate.
I look at you guys, and I'm like, and point like, go, go, go. And I like set the lid, like I'm setting the lid back down, and I turn back into a velociraptor and scurry into the crate.
Okay, I'm like, you got this. Is fine. You're doing great.
This
I'm
is
gonna go ahead.
broken. It's just a broken lid, and you're just like, okay, I got it.
I'm
Thanks. Whee!
as I'm telling Varth that he's got it. He's going great. I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration as we scuttle back up the ramp onto the roof.
Before I velociraptor, while I'm setting the lid over to like kind of put it down to like close it, I grab a handful of whatever is inside the crate, and then I turn into a velociraptor. So whatever's in there is like in my velociraptor form in my hands for the moment.
That's so weird. That works, yeah.
Because my
Okay.
equipment melds with me when I shape change.
That's
So
really,
when you go
that's
back
really
to
smart.
Vance, you're just gonna drop whatever it is you
Yeah.
had onto the
Yeah.
floor.
Actually, yes. Yeah, that's totally what's going to happen.
Okay, this crate was filled with straw and stuff. and you just grab this object. You didn't even see what it was, and just turn into your Velociraptor. It felt like a cup or something.
I'm just like, my brain is going, how would physics work if he had scooped out a handful of water?
It would have splashed everywhere when he turned back. But
Splashed all over.
do you guys think you could play for another half hour or hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because time just flew by.
Yeah.
But all right, so you do that. You guys get out of Dodge, right? You guys get out of there.
Yeah.
Shoo her up as fast as we
We're
can.
zooming.
Okay.
Mm.
Right.
Trying to move quietly, but also quickly.
All right. As you guys just as you guys get out of there, you hear the door, the lock, unlocking, and him opening the door. And he's like,
I immediately flatten against the roof, so hopefully he can't see us through the.
By the way, I'm just like standing near the open crate, like pecking my head at the lid.
"Oh, there you are, you little rascal! Wow, you are a lot stronger than I thought." As he looks over at the crate,
I look over it and I make a little.
I got a treat. And he knows he has a little a cube of meat, red meat.
I scurry my little hands like that over at him, like I really want it.
It just occurred to me, I don't know who was holding the shovel. Azra, did you take it or did you leave it
Yes.
with? Okay.
I grabbed it.
It could have melded back into Varth, but
That's true.
hopefully somebody still had a hand on it. There's not just some mysterious shovel that this random dinosaur brought with it.
Yeah, I act like I'm suddenly interested in him, and I make a couple little squawky noises at him, and scurry my little hands towards the meat like I really want to grab it.
He tosses it on the ground near you.
I pick it up and I kind of stuff it into my mouth and eat it very, very hastily. Then I look over at the door.
It actually tastes really
outside.
good. It tastes really good with your little Velociraptor mouth.
Yay! I scurry over to the door that leads outside and I kind of scratch at it.
It's like, oh, and he opens the door. He doesn't even hesitate.
And then I scurry outside as if I'm like somebody's pet or something. And I look around like I'm looking for somebody and then scurry into the alley next to the shop.
Okay, do you take a quick glance at the actual shop, or are you just out?
Yeah, I glance around a little bit while I'm pretending to look around.
Okay, you see it's just as cramped and dismal inside as it is outside. And it seems to have a bunch of really boring looking jewelry, some off-putting trinkets, like a shark tooth necklace, but there's still some weird residue from the shark on it. It's
gross.
It's kind of unappealing.
Right. Bland, normal, boring stuff.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the stream is not working, but that's fine. It just knocked off again. We're just continuing. You scurry out, and so Azra and Dagger.
I look around
You guys
like
are
I'm
up on
looking
the
for
roof.
somebody, and then I scurry into one of the side alleys that's near where they were climbing up and down at.
Of course, my cat is trying to chew at my books.
No.
He's the ornery little cat. But yeah, so you guys are up on the roof. You saw him. I'm assuming you guys peeked over to look, and
Oh yeah.
you saw everything that happened. But
Yeah. Okay.
the Varth went outside.
Cool. So I looked at Azra and I'm like, I say we wait until this guy comes back into this room, and I'm gonna put his butt to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to do that, we can do that.
I mean, we're not getting anywhere just having him run around in circles.
I mean, I was just gonna wait until the actual meeting happens and then maybe stick around
that
for
didn't
that.
occur to me.
You know that's a few hours away. It just passed 2 bells before they said 7 bells.
Do I know that if I rest for a little bit, that I can get any of my wild shapes back?
I'm not sure you can. Unfortunately.
I was pretty sure that he could get it back on a short or a long rest. He gets 2 per.
Short rest is what, 4 hours, or is it 2 hours?
No, short
I thought it
rest
was
is only
1
1
hour.
hour. It's 1
Okay.
hour.
Okay.
Long rest
Yeah,
is
short
8.
or long rest.
Okay, cool. All of them, or just recover one of them, probably?
No, it's all of them.
Oh,
Oh,
on our
wow,
shoulders.
okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'm just gonna...
Double check.
I scurry over to the side alleyway where it's near where they're at on the ladder, and I make a really loud squawky noise in my dinosaur form.
I look back over to him, and if it doesn't look like you're going to come up the ladder, then I'll climb down so we can talk and figure out what we're doing.
I kind of tilt my head back and forth like I'm like trying to figure out what you're doing on the ladder. And then I squawk again.
Yeah, we come
You
down
just
the
say this
ladder.
name all the time. It's so cute.
You guys see
When I can stay in the shape for longer, I probably will, yeah.
You guys see Slim up on the roof of the pet shop, and he's just like, "What are we doing?"
I
You
just
can't
told
hear
to
him,
think
but
we're
he's
gonna
like
just wait.
shrugging. He looks disappointed from this angle, and you just see him sit up there.
Yeah, like I got nothing. Like we can go up there and talk to him, but I don't know how much help he'd be. No offense to him. So I just sit down in the alley and I'm like, okay, so our options are either to wait for this meeting and then act, or I could put this guy to sleep, or I can try and charm him and we can see what we know before anybody else shows up. And I'm saying this to Varth. I'm like, so option 1 is put him to sleep. Option 2 is charm him. And then I point the head to Azra, and I'm like, or option her is just wait.
I nod my head and then turn back into Varth and look at my hands to see what I'm holding.
Okay. You
Kinda
see a really old-looking cup in your hands.
Like an artifact-looking cup? Like maybe it's an archaeological type item?
You know Omuan, you said, right?
I know Omuan.
I know Chult.
I know
And
Odamu, but I also, my ability thing for being an architect or an archaeologist is I can determine the purpose and culture of ruins and items of 100 years or older.
Okay, cool. The Varth, you see that it is in Omuan, but you just can't quite figure out what it's supposed to say. Dagger, it's an old Omuan, and you're pretty sure just from a glance of it, it's probably 200 some years old.
I'm like immediately like, okay, fragile. That's at least 200 years old.
It also doesn't have any chips or anything on it. You know, that's really.
And it is priceless. That is in great condition. I know what this is what they're doing.
It was in the crate.
Yep.
I grabbed it before I turned into a tiny raptor.
Which cool trick. Good to know you can do that. That sounds helpful. So they're trading in ancient artifacts.
That's why the store stays around. They trade in the illegal artifacts.
Yeah.
We know the meeting's not for a few hours. Do we have enough time to get back to town and get back to the dockmaster and then come back, do you think?
I look at you and I'm like, I guarantee you can. Oh, wait. Can you? I mean, like, I assume you can turn into any animal. You can turn into, like, a bird and whoop, right?
I would have to wait an hour before I can do that again.
Oh.
Right now, I only know how to do it twice, and I have to rest for a bit before I can do it again. Okay. It's a bit taxing on the brain.
No, I get that. So, do we want to wait, I guess?
Do you examine the cup further?
Yes, I would like to.
I hand it to you.
I kind of want to guess at, like, how much it might be.
Okay. The cup itself looks like it's probably about 250 years old. Since it's an old Omuan, it's safe to assume that it is from Omu, a lost city that is in the middle of the jungle of Chult. You've heard many adventurers are going there trying to find stuff like this. To a collector like yourself or your teacher, this is priceless. They would probably give a few hundred gold for this easily. You can tell this is from right before the era of upheaval, which is a time before the Tablets of Fate were stolen by Bane and I forget, some other evil god. They tried to steal stuff from Ao, the over-god, and he got mad, and that's what started 3rd edition. If I remember correctly.
It was Cyric, but yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, Blake is an actual, like the astral master historian of Faerun and stuff. You know better.
Right, yeah. There was, before the time of troubles, the gods were cast out because the god Mass, god of thieves, stole the tablets of fate from the overgod Ao. And he got really mad, so he made them all mortals. And
That
a
I
whole bunch of them
remember.
got killed. And a whole bunch of them got killed.
It's
Didn't
pretty
a
much
bunch of them get raised as well? A bunch of mortals
Yeah,
became gods
Bane,
as well.
Yeah.
Bane actually got killed, I think.
Well, Cyric got raised, Bane was killed, and so was Merkul, and Yaktu Jvim took over the portal of took over Bane's abilities for that period of time. But then at some point, Bane literally like exploded out of Yaktu Jvim and was reborn again. Like literally was just like, nope, boom, I'm here again.
That's how gods work.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so-
how Bane worked specifically because he was horrible.
So Dagger probably recites all of this, and
Yeah.
depending on your guys' mood, probably like you're just rambling to you. You're just bored. Like you don't really care too much. Probably.
We need to get this proof to the Dockmaster as fast as possible. But I don't know
Or
how
should
fast
we
it's going
wait?
to take to travel there.
I say we wait for this to go down and bring. I'm gonna put this chick to sleep, and we're gonna bring her to him.
Hmm.
Bring her and evidence.
We do need them back there alive.
Yes, that's why
There
I'm
you
saying
go.
we wait, and we'll put them all to
Yes.
sleep, and then once they're asleep, we'll tie them up and take them with us.
We can't leave this sit in the alleyway. We have to.
Oh,
carefully
God,
make it
no.
past the ring.
I'm like, as we're saying that, I'm like emptying my backpack and I'm taking out like my entire bedroll and I'm like very carefully rolling this thing up. So like this thing has got more protections than, you know, a beloved one's ashes have.
Where is Dagger from? I forget. I know you're not from Waterdeep.
I am not from Waterdeep. I am from a little town on the Sword Coast. Give me a second, I'll find it.
I was just thinking maybe was there a museum there? Do you think that would be it?
No, but I am from a little town near Candlekeep.
Okay, yeah,
So I've never been in Candlekeep, but I know it, and that's like an ultimate goal. I would love to write a book that can get me into Candlekeep.
Yeah, that's really tough to do. But
Yeah.
you're pretty sure
Yeah.
something like this cup would immediately get you into Candlekeep.
Baraghost is the town.
Varagos.
Baraghost, yeah.
Yeah, Varagos. I'm very familiar with that because of the Baldur's Gate series.
Yep.
Video games.
That's the only reason
Yeah.
I know of Candlekeep. Yeah.
I just found like the smallest little town that was close to
quote-
Candlekeep. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, that seems like the kind of place that would really influence a character like me.
To quote the intro of Baldur's Gate, they have rather draconian entry rules. Meaning, in order to get in, you have to present them with something they don't have. And they have everything.
Yeah.
From what I read, you need to have a book worth about 1,000 gold or more that they don't currently have.
Right.
Yeah, your
So
cup,
basically,
your
like
cup could do that.
huh?
Your cup would be viable
Because there's a lot of
because it actually has
language.
writing on it, and you notice that
Oh.
it's a story of them being friends with the Minotaurs that guard the city. There's actually like
Okay.
engravings of Minotaurs on there, shaking hands with Chultans on the cup.
Okay.
All right, so do you guys like just hide in the alleyway until the meeting?
I would think that we should be up on the roof so that we can see better what's going on.
Okay.
Unless this guy is coming back. Does it look like he's still got stuff to take off of the Brontosaurus's back?
No. He only had like one crate, and he already pulled it down.
Okay, yeah. I say we go back up to the roof so that we can have a better idea of what's going on.
You're actually probably surprised he actually even brings any goods in, because he never seems to push them out. But
Well, like I imagine that's what was in that crate. It's this sort of stuff. Though I looked at you guys, I'm like, should one of us go get Slim and bring him back?
He's not doing us much good over there, but I
Yeah.
think if he's close to the site over here, it's going to be a problem. I will go over there and
I
wait
was
with him in the
thinking-
alley.
Okay, I was thinking like the next roof or two over, so like you guys can throw some, I don't know what's on top of these things, if you can hide behind a rain collector barrel or something.
That sounds like a good idea. Close, but far enough away that we're not seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go get Slim, and we find a close rooftop that's far enough away that it's not an issue.
Okay. Everyone, give me a stealth check as you guys are trying to keep low. Slim gets to roll as well.
15.
Okay.
11.
Okay. The Dagger.
13.
Okay, cool. Slim got 20. The
Nice.
Holy shit.
I'm sitting there trying to talk to him. I'm like, where'd he go?
As we're
he's
sort of
covered himself
hiding
in
there,
dirt.
I looked at Azra and I'm like, if we're found, you and I are drunk off our asses. And I pull out that empty wine bottle. I'm like, that's our excuse for being up here. We got really drunk and wanted to people watch.
Okay. The
I drunkenly
really
wanted to
hated my
pet the
TV automatically
brontosaurus. That's
turns
what
off
I
after a few hours, but
Uh,
so I didn't get that last part.
my drunken excuse is that I wanted to pet the brontosaurus.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm on the roof.
I pulled out that empty wine bottle I had and I'm like, okay, this is our excuse for if we get caught. Why we're just chilling up here.
You guys notice that there are quite a few guards that patrol through the marketplace, and they seem to have like an hourly routine where they go through the same cycle over and over again. You guys passed the first hour. We've got another stealth check to do.
Okay.
Wow, he is actually rolling really good for stealth.
14.
Oh, no. That's an 8.
That's a 20.
Okay. Guards pass by Varth and Slim. Guards pass by Dagger. They see Azra. You see her horns popping up behind a barrel you guys are hiding behind.
Always the horns.
And he's like, "Hey, you! Yes, you! Behind that barrel!" As he points a spear over towards the barrel that you're hiding behind.
Oh.
He doesn't seem to have noticed
no.
a Dagger, even though you both are hiding in that same spot, though.
I like very carefully hand her the empty bottom. Like, you got
I
this.
carefully
You're doing
take
great.
it.
And I want to, when I whisper encouragement to her, I want to give her bardic inspiration.
Hey.
Mm.
Thank you. I inspiredly loll my head out in a really drunk manner, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Performance check.
Wouldn't that be deception?
She's acting like she's drunk.
Well, she's lying, though.
It's the same modifier for me.
No.
Oh, I was about to say, if you want to do deception, I'm fine with that.
That's fine. That's a 13. Do I want to add inspiration or not?
You're fine. No, don't. You rolled 2. You rolled 2.
Sweet.
He's like,
I just keep mentioning it because I have deception, but not performance.
sorry, this, but loitering is not permitted out in the streets. You should probably head to that cafe over there. Get to better with your head.
Druid craft. I make her smell like wine.
Nice.
And perhaps there's a bathhouse across.
It's just drinks of wine now.
I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, this is fine. I'll wobble off in the vague direction that he pointed in, but I'm gonna kind of like weave around and kind of get out of
go
his
down,
sight, basically.
Go down the ladder and then like go back around the alley.
I mean, yeah, that's the plan. I'm just gonna kind of do a loop.
As soon as she hits the ladder, I want to like peek my head over and I'm gonna cast prestidigitation as far as I can the other way, and make it sound like "Help, thief!" I'm trying to get this guard to.
He looks around and he goes, "What's your goal?" You didn't speak Omuan, so you know he said, "Ah, finally some action," and he runs off in the other direction. He's this very burly man. He's like he doesn't have a shirt on, and he's just got like a leopard fur shoulder things, and all of them have like a jaguar helmet. That's how you know they're guards. But yeah, so he goes off. I'm assuming Zero eventually comes back the second he is off.
Back around.
I'll just do a lap and then go back up the ladder.
Okay. All right. So another hour passes. The sun is starting to set a little bit, and as it's setting, you see the shopkeeper come out of the Great Trader, and he flips the sign from open to closed. but you know it's only 5 o'clock. And if you remember, one of the people you talked to said he closes early.
He closes at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
I think it was. They said.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's 4 o'clock, not 5 o'clock. And he closes, and goes back in, and you hear him lock the door.
Okay.
Another stealth check as another hour goes by. Wow, Slim is just doing really
Killing
good.
it.
Yeah.
13.
15.
10.
Okay. Guards go by. One gets really close to Varth, but he keeps going. Another hour goes by. The sun's pretty much set now. The whole entire city is in shadow.
I've
Would
basically
this-
got my ear to the roof, listening to see if I can hear any sounds at all from within.
Would this stealthing be considered rest?
I mean, we're not doing anything.
Sure.
but-
Sure.
Okay. I mostly asked just to see if I've, recovered my wild shape.
Specifically, the stealth is for when the guards show up. So I'd say you got an hour
Okay.
gap. And you can keep doing short rests all day. There's no
Right.
limit to the amount of short rests you can do besides the hours of the day. But you can only take one long rest a day. Another hour goes by. It's now 6 bells. An hour before the trade is going to happen. It's like the city's starting to turn on some of the lights in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another stealth check.
As you said.
14.
That's a 12.
Okay. So guards go past Dagger and Azra just fine. Varth, you're with Slim, and he's like, hey, guess what?
What?
You lean in.
Okay.
Just imagine if he
farts.
sticks his tongue in your
He
ear.
farts really, really loudly.
Damn it,
God
Slim!
damn it, he rolled a 1, didn't
Yes,
he?
he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, no.
Oh, Osuga, the door! And you hear the guard immediately start heading towards the alleyway you guys are hiding at.
That Brontosaurus is still behind the building, right?
No, it's gone. It's long gone.
Ah, damn.
Like immediately after you guys started doing the stealth checks, it was off.
Ugh.
Just tell him you were looking for a friend.
God. He gets up and he's like, hey, sorry, I'm just looking for a friend. What up? You hear an moving. An outsider. Not sure if you can hear me, or understand me, but you should get out of the alleyway. He goes, and Slim
If I
goes,
can whisper,
yeah, I'm just gonna.
in a way that the guard won't hear me, I say, he said get out of the alleyway.
Okay. He just awkwardly gets out of the alleyway and looks at the guard and shrugs. And the guard just looks at him angrily, or not angrily, but he squints his eyes at him like he doesn't trust him. And he hesitates for a bit, and then he starts walking off. But he does it slowly. And you notice before he goes around the corner, he looks back to see what Slim's doing. And Slim was thinking about going to the alleyway, but you see him trying really hard to look innocent. He's kicking his foot on the ground, whistling, hands behind his back. You see he's actually got a hand on his on the hilt of his short sword from his back, just in case. But he doesn't unsheathe it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was close. Better not get caught again.
I nod.
I'm just imagining we're peeking over the edge of the wall, oh god, oh this could mess up so poorly. I have nothing.
Okay. Final hour. Stealth checks. Oh, come on.
11.
Okay.
11 also.
Oh, much better. 19.
Okay. Give me perception checks as well.
10.
16.
10, 16, and 14. 10, 16, 14, and 12 for Slim. This street never lets up. It's always constantly busy as you guys are hiding and keeping bunkered down. The guard goes by on that 7th hour, and Slim is like, and he goes, and you hear a different guard, and he goes, "Hey, you! Yeah, you! I've heard of you! Get back here!" And Slim like runs. He's like, "I'll meet you back at the time." And he's just gone.
Oh.
The guard
Slim.
immediately runs past you, Varth. Like he's got his spear out, and he looks like he's just like in hot pursuit.
Can I, like, as Slim goes by, I'm like, "You got this!" And I'm gonna give him a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I think guy's lucky. I think he's funny.
Rolling out events for later. To see what happened to Slim. But Slim's gone. Slim and the guard is gone.
Yeah.
Luckily, who got the 16? Did somebody get a 16 if I recall? Okay.
Me, for perception.
You are the only one that spots the captain. She is riding on top of a triceratops with an empty cart.
I just elbow.
You're pretty
Azra.
sure it's her because she's wearing very swashbuckler attire. She has an eye patch on, and she looks mad.
Does she have the
mad, that's
pointy?
Probably her.
She looks
pointy,
half drow.
half elf ears?
She looks pissed off.
She looks half drow, like human, but with a slightly grayer complexion. to
Okay.
her.
I
Her
sort
eyes
of
are
elbow
red.
Azra and try and catch Varth's eyes and look down.
Okay. I think there's hypertext for this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you see her pull up the cart in front of the Great Trader with the Triceratops. It's empty, but it could easily fit, you're thinking, pretty much everything in his back of the shop, about 10, 12 crates. It's expensive. She's wearing expensive but practical clothing. And she seems very into herself, just like Slim said. You're pretty sure this is her.
I lean over to Azra and I'm like, "If it comes down to it, aim for anything but those crates. I don't want those things catching on fire."
I'll drive it, no promises.
It's okay. Dagger just dies a little bit at the idea of those things going up in flame. It's like, it's fun. I've got one at least.
You hear a little laughing squeak inside her hat.
I don't think that thing's even a mouse. It's just like a polymorph dude.
Hopefully it's not Mordekainen as a disguise or something.
Oh my god,
That would be awesome.
so cool.
That
Oh
would
my
be the
God.
best.
Be like, okay, we win. Campaign over.
One of the greatest wizards in all of Greyhawk has just disguised himself as a mouse and some random.
Living in
Fun
my
fact, he's
Oh,
in
Nick's
favorite
like a-
now.
Yeah, I heard he was. Because
Mm.
the Greyhawk universe is gone. They pretty much collapsed it.
Cat,
I
since
thought it was
you...
in another place, like in another demiplane.
Yes, I was about to say, you're running Ravenloft stuff right now.
Yes.
He-
I didn't want to give it
Spoilers.
away because I don't know if anybody else is in Curse of Stride.
Not really trying to spoil anything, but he's there somewhere. I'm not going to say anymore. But anyway, so...
And
You
it's not
spot
a big
her.
deal. My
She-
group's already met him.
Oh, cool. She gets off the Triceratops. She seems to like brush off her bright purple vest. It seems to shimmer a little bit. And
I
she
wild
heads
shape
into the
into
store.
a velociraptor again and scurry right over, like, towards the building.
Even though the building says closed on the door, she just walks right in through the front. It's unlocked. So you're in
I
front.
sort of poke my head into the hole in the roof, hoping to see her come out into the crate area.
Okay.
As a velociraptor, I scurry up the side of the building and, like, look inside.
All right. Everyone, give me a perception check as you try to listen in.
Mm.
It's gonna be kind of hard. You're
That's
listening
a-
through the wall.
That's a 6.
15.
Okay. 15, 6, and
11.
11. All right.
Unless the Velociraptor has ranks in perception.
No, it doesn't. At least not for hearing. It only has little holes. No
All
ears.
right.
So Varth and Azra, you just hear like mumbling on the other side of the on the inside of the shop, and Dagger, you can just barely make out like trade, family, and you're just able to make out just enough that they're about to trade. This merchant doesn't seem like they're like friendly with them, but
It just occurred to me that I know who this guy is. This is the guy in the letter. This is, you guys can't hear this. This is Dagger's internal monologue. The letter had said to please leave my family out of it. I had just assumed this guy was a worker. This poor guy is being blackmailed.
oh, I forgot to mention he looks almost just like Orlando Bloom, but he's shaved and a pale skin. But yeah, he doesn't have to go to either. So
as soon as I hear that, I lean over and I just whisper sounds to them. I'm like, don't hurt the trader if you can help it. He's innocent, mostly.
In Velociraptor form, I look over at you and nod, and then look back down into the building.
I figure you can understand us, so you can like do yes and no answers.
Yeah.
And I'm just preparing. As soon as that door opens, I'm not going for him. I'm going to wait for her to get enraged, and I'm going to cast Sleep on her as soon as that door opens, and they come back here.
Okay. You don't wait long. The door unlocks, and Orlando opens up the door first, the merchant, and he walks in. He looks nervous. And then she walks in, and she's all like, yes. You really gotta dust this place. It's quite a drab.
As soon as he like gets maybe 5 feet away from her, sleep.
Okay, roll your sleep.
Because like ideally, I don't want to catch both of them because I know that the spell is stronger the more focused it is.
Can't you target specific creatures?
No, it is a radius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an area effect, so you got to hit it so that it only hits one person.
Well,
so you
That's
get the
why
most
I'm
HP.
waiting, so they have some distance.
Well, you do know you need to take it both. You're supposed to
Because
take
it's a
it.
20 foot, 20 feet
Right.
from a point I choose. So I was hoping like if he comes all the way in the room, I can like aim it to like the door. I'll still probably catch him, but it's like that's what she would try to do.
If you recall, you remember you're supposed to bring in both of them, both her and the merchant she's
Oh.
trading with.
Well, the thing is I'm more concerned that she is stronger and more threatening. But either way, I'm gonna catch them both because the room's not big enough. So.
Okay.
And just so you know, it typically targets the one with the fewer hit points first.
I am well aware. Zebediah loved sleep spell.
That is 30 hit points.
30. Wow, 30. Oh, jeez. Look up Orlando's stats here.
Just imagining, I'm like, don't hurt the trader. He just conks out. I'm like, ow.
He's like, and your stuff's in the. And he falls over asleep. Wow, camera likes to autofocus weird.
Yeah.
And Florina is immediately like, what was that? Shink! And she pulls out this really shiny, nice bling cutlass.
I looked at them and I'm like, it's on, I guess.
She rolls low. She rolls low. She didn't see it. But definitely initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it's initiative, right?
Oh, dear.
Oh, of
That's
course.
3. Rolled in that one.
Nice.
8.
Back in
Three.
dice
See,
jail.
I'm gonna have to carry this one. 11.
Florina got
A 20.
23.
God
Damn it.
damn it. Did you
was
roll a
just
natural
me.
20?
Also, she can't be put to sleep, remember?
Ah, damn it. I completely forgot that.
It's fine. She
Oh
had
my
too many hit points for it anyway. But she immediately goes searching around the shop, looking for what could have done
Us.
that. Because she immediately was like, Yeah, someone just used some enchantment magic and it hit me.
Yeah, like it's pretty obvious. In fact, it has a verbal component, so she probably heard it, but I would have immediately ducked back.
Everyone hears this. I know you're here. Show yourself. As she moves back into the other room and starts
Damn
looking. Varth, your turn. If I remember right, you're outside.
No, I scurried onto. I
think we were all in the
formed
same
onto
room.
the roof.
Yeah,
looking
Oh,
over the-
you're all up on the roof? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I scurry my tiny velociraptor self down the chute and into the room, as if I'm clumsily stumbling about like a dinosaur.
You do stealth, or you like trying to play a
Nope,
role?
I make it look like I'm a clumsy dinosaur.
Okay, give me a performance.
I mean, you are a clumsy dinosaur.
I am a clumsy dinosaur. The
No,
reality
actually,
is I can
you're
just stumble.
you're
and it
less
looks real.
clumsy than a Yuan-Ti though, because don't you have a 14 dex?
No, my dex is 13. Like almost all my stats are 13. With my new higher dexterity of 14, I get a. Performance is wisdom, right?
Performance
I
is
know,
charisma.
It's charisma.
Oh God.
Yeah.
In that case, I don't add anything. In that case, I don't add anything, and I get 9.
9? Okay.
Not a very convincing stumble.
You try to stumble to like really. You're less of not trying to make it look authentic and more of trying to get her attention. And you coincidentally, like, everywhere you stumble, it's a soft spot, so you barely make any noise. you stumble and you're like, oh, and you're like going to try to like,
Just
fall on one of
imagine
the crates.
you like
and you
go
fall
ahead
softly
into
into
a
the
pile of hay.
Yeah, exactly.
And just his little dinosaur feet kicking.
I stand up and kind of like get up and look about, and I make a little dinosaur squawk.
Okay. She'll hear that.
Just kind of like.
If I remember right, it's Dagger's turn next.
Yes.
I got like an 8.
Yeah.
I look down to Varth, if you can see me, and I'm like doing this. I'm like, am I coming down or no? I'm just gonna go down. I'm gonna hide behind one of the crates and sort of like duck behind it, and I'm trying to get that door. So as soon as that door opens, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on her.
Okay. The sleep. Does that last for a few minutes or an hour? Or...
It lasts for a minute. It is not concentration.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Yep.
All right. You don't see her yet, but I'll
Yeah.
you ready.
I'm
that
basically
spell.
just readying an action to as soon as she does that, I release the spell.
Azra, master of exploding things. What do you do? In this wooden shop filled with wooden crates and straw and trinkets.
Considering her options very carefully. I'm going to stay on the roof, but I'm going to circle around so that I can see down to where the door is, so that I can target her if I need
smart.
to. But
She needs to go out the front door. Because that's what I was afraid. I'm like, Dagger doesn't have a way to communicate this, but I'm like really afraid she's just gonna bolt. She just goes out that front door. Our chances of finding her in that crowd are small.
She doesn't go out the front when you go over there. She's not like the door isn't open yet. But the Triceratops in the cart is still out there.
Okay. I'm just gonna park myself here.
Okay. It is her turn. What would she do? Okay. You see, after the end of your turn, she pops out of the door.
Shit.
And you see her get up on top of the Triceratops. And she is about ready to be
Would we hear that front door open?
Yes. And
okay. I'm immediately going through the as soon as I hear that I can't do anything, never mind.
Varth, your turn. You hear the front door open in the shop.
Okay. We're gonna go this route, are we?
Yeah, I look to him, I'm like, she's running, we gotta go.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I guess it's a move action.
It would typically be a move to get to the door, then like I think a use item is an action you can do.
The door is wide open,
No.
so you don't.
Oh,
need
it
to-
is? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
then I movement straight out into the street. While I'm moving, I turn back into Varth.
Okay.
I don't know if that's an action.
I'll consider it. Wait.
I think it's
It's a
a
bonus
It's
action.
I think it's
It's a
an
bonus? Okay.
action. I think it's a bonus action for a moon druid.
It's a bonus action to revert back,
No,
but to turn into one.
Yeah,
is
it's a
an action.
bonus action to go back.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
While I'm running, I revert back. I draw my trident that has rope attached to it and throw it straight at her.
Okay, give me a roll.
Shit.
This will be
It's-
strength based.
It just occurred to me we don't have any kind of written anything from the portmaster saying we have permission to just spear random women in the street.
Oh no.
Varth, this is strength. This is a throwing weapon.
Okay.
And it is not an axe.
17.
You hit. Roll that damage.
Oh no.
I'm assuming it's non-lethal, like you're aiming for the legs.
I kind of got to get it to stick into her to pull her off the dinosaur.
Yeah, you could get her leg.
I mean, you know that both you and I have healing spells. If you hurt her bad, then it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to kill her. I know I'm a wimpy guy, so
Also-
it's more to get her off the dinosaur onto the ground.
Also, wait. Before you do that, you're in the middle of the
Mhm.
street. There's a lot of people still going everywhere. Are you still gonna throw it?
Well, I look at Varth's low intelligence of 13, and then I realize he has
I mean,
16
that's still
wisdom.
above average.
And then I realize he has 16 wisdom, but then I also know we need to bring her back. And if I'm going to make a
Well, look at
scene...
your
You
personality
also-
traits, dude. Like,
Yeah.
would you risk it?
You also know that the guards just went through this area and they went off to chase a certain bandit that was a friend of yours, so they might not be back for a while.
Okay, well, in that case, yeah, I'm going to skewer her and pull her off the dinosaur.
Okay. Okay, you hit. Roll that damage.
She takes 7 damage,
Okay, you hear ah.
and then I pull her off the dinosaur.
Okay. Next turn.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Actually, if I remember right, you're spearfishing right now, so you're trying to grapple her with the trident. So she rolls strength, and she is not grappled. But you can try again next round.
Okay.
So I'm imagining, like, she reaches around and, like, pulls the rope off or pulls the trident out.
Pulls the trident out, probably.
She could on her turn. That was just more of like she rolled the strength
Okay,
check from his grapple. It was a remote grapple, so to speak.
Okay.
New fishing rules for my guide. He's fishing for half elves apparently.
Oh, she might just be holding on to the dinosaur so that you can't yank her back.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. The
That makes more sense.
if I remember right, it's Dagger's turn.
Yes, I am bolting out that door as fast as I can, and as soon as I get a line of sight on her, I'm casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay, you got. It was like 25 feet
it
of
is-
your move.
Okay, it's a 30-foot range. So I've got my 30 feet out the front door, and I can see if I can see her within 30 feet.
Okay, what roll does she have to do for that?
She needs a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. She's not good at that, but she has Fey ancestry.
Ugh.
And she
It
rolled,
is an enchantment.
Yeah, she rolled 19. Sorry.
Damn it. Yep.
She still laughs though. The spell.
I-
She's just not prone, so she's like, ah! Everyone in the street is immediately baffled.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I do that, and then I look to Varth, and I'm like, you've got this, buddy. And I'm using my last inspiration on you. I'm
Alright.
giving you my last one.
Azra.
Okay. Can I drop from the roof into the back of the cart?
Yes. Give me an athletics.
Okay.
I like it.
Or acrobatics.
Horribly wrong. Is that athletics or acrobatics?
Either or, your choice.
Okay. I'm going to choose the one that's not a -1.
A wise choice.
That's a 10.
Okay, you just barely make it without spraining your ankle,
Oh, thank God.
but you land in the cart.
Cool. Okay. So now at least if she manages to get the cart to move anywhere, I'm going to beat on her face.
Okay,
And
that
I'm
was...
just going to use...
Sorry, go
Continue.
ahead. I was just assuming that was your move.
Oh, okay. I was just going to use my action to thaumaturgy myself. And I'm going to try and intimidate her to just stop what she's doing and chill out for a second. So I'm going to look like I'm on fire and make my shadow really huge and just be as terrifying as possible.
Give me an intimidation.
I'm just imagining like 8 commoners in the street immediately pee themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of imagining the same thing.
It's only a
puddle of
9.
urine in the
A
street
9?
now.
She looks scared. You
Okay.
hear the stereotypical crowd sound effect.exe of like a woman screaming. You know? They heard a woman scream, then she starts laughing maniacally, and now there's a woman on fire behind her. So, yeah, everyone's
Shit is
booking it.
happening.
People are booking
that's
it, man. Like this, one of the Triceratopses with a cart actually like rears up and goes, "Rrrr!" and like the cart falls off of it. It's just chaos.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, those guards might be here soon.
Okay, it's her turn.
Probably, yeah.
It's her turn. She's scared of the flaming woman behind her. She's laughing uncontrollably.
Well, no, she's still,
She's still pinned by the trident, yes.
no, I was gonna... Okay, yeah, no, she is still laughing. She's just not prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So she gets another wisdom saving throw each time to see if she can throw it off or if she's prone.
Well, she makes it her first time, doesn't it, just then?
That's what I thought, but it... I would think so, yeah. Yeah.
We'll just go with that. So she goes from, like, scream to laugh for a few seconds and then immediately back to scream, both at the piercing damage she's taken to her calf and to the flaming demon behind her that's like, stop! Ah! You hear a squeak from your hat.
I love it. I love it.
Like Morty tried to like sync it with your thaumaturgy, so it sounded like you had like 2 voices going at once. She's like, back, demon! And she tries to pull the trident out, and she rolls a 1. But she immediately gets off that Triceratops, though. It's you still got the trident in her, but she gets off of it, and she tries running down the street as far as she can with your rope there. Give me a strength saving throw.
All right.
Since
You
you're
have
holding on.
inspiration if you need it,
Yep. Thank you.
but don't use it unless you need it, because you got it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. My strength score is 13, like the rest of my stats. So.
Well, roll 20.
Oh yeah. 22.
Oh man. Okay. She goes to run and she immediately like stops, almost falls over prone as you hold your line.
Just like drunk.
And now it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna reel in my catch.
Okay, another strength check. For everyone in chat, he's pretty much doing a remote grapple using my spearfishing technique.
12.
12. She rolled a 2, so yeah. You reel her in 10 feet. She's like hands in the ground dirt. You're like pulling her in.
And
Okay.
I say to her in, I guess, common, because she probably doesn't know any other language.
Oh, roll damage again as well.
Yeah, I pretty much say to her in common, you know, I will not spear you any further or make this embarrassment any more embarrassing if you stop.
Roll,
I try to like say it over the demon noises that are coming from behind me. So I'm like, just spare yourself some embarrassment by just listening to what we have to say, and I won't spear you again.
I look to the crowd of chaos around us. And I'm like, it's all right. She's a thief. We're working on behalf of the city. Go on your way.
You pulling her and dragging her forward. It seems like you like the wound you already had in her. You like open it up a little bit and you do a little more damage.
Ow.
She's
another
still
D.
screaming, so she's still fine.
It was a D4. I rolled it. It
Okay.
wasn't much. It's the thought that counts. The Dagger's turn. Looks like
Yeah, why not? I'm going to go ahead and use my last touch, Acidious Laughter, to try and put her out of commission. She needs another wisdom saving throw, but she has advantage because she is an elf.
Yep. What's the DC?
14.
She got a 13.
Oh, yes, she is prone and incapacitated.
She's like
At
screaming.
least until her next round.
She's like screaming and begging for her life, and she just immediately starts laughing maniacally.
I just look around at the crowd and I'm like, she is very disturbed. Everything's okay. Go on your way. And I
What?
like start heading over there. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't have any rope on me.
One of the merchants goes, "Oh, is that a spirit hood egg?"
It is.
No.
She's a thief. We're taking her to the authorities. Everything will be handled by them. Have a good day, sir. I'm just like hoping for the best.
He's already running off.
Okay, good.
He's scared.
Everything's fine.
Okay. Azra, Lady of Fire, your turn.
All right. I'm no longer on fire. I just wanted her to not go anywhere. So I'm gonna get out of the wagon. Yeah. What?
I was gonna say
Okay.
I was gonna use my movement to go over to her to hopefully like hold her down if she does break out of either the laughter or the trident.
Okay.
I have 10 feet of rope, so I'm gonna
Okay,
find her as best I can,
Okay.
and then if I can, I'm gonna put her in the wagon.
Give me a
Photo
sleight
back
of
there,
hand.
Megan.
This is a rule from Xanathar's Guide to Everything, but
Mhm.
you use intelligence. So if you're proficient in sleight of hand, you add your proficiency plus intelligence.
Oh, okay.
That's a 5.
I'm just
That was with a
imagining
+4.
she's like rolling around on the floor in laughter, and you're like having trouble grabbing her arms.
You tie your rope around her, and you get this like nice big knot, and you're like, yeah! And like the second she moves, it all unravels.
About right.
You're just like my old ranger from
Okay.
3.5. Anyway,
I
I'm gonna
hated
say we should
having
put her in
that.
a wagon.
Yeah.
there's just a rope everywhere, and she's
Okay.
just like flailing, laughing.
Um.
Yeah, that's your turn.
I hate to. I was gonna say I hate to say it, but on her turn she has another save.
Okay. She doesn't make it. Wait, advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't make it.
Okay, cool. I with the rest of my turn because I think I'm after her, or no, I'm after
it's-
Beth. So go
it's-
ahead.
Yeah, Varth, go ahead. Do you
well,
reel her
I'm
in?
gonna. Yeah, well, there already appear to be a bunch of people around her, and she's just basically helplessly rolling around laughing. So I'm like, shit, this is the only time we have to tie her up. And I see that you tried and it didn't work, so I'm like, tie ropes, got it. So I like race over, and I try to tie ropes around her. So
Intelligence, sleight of hand.
right, so intelligence save, got it.
Mhm.
Oh boy, 18.
Oh,
Wow.
Holy
I
shit.
rolled good. It definitely wasn't my intelligence.
Wow. Kinky,
Pretended
but
it
you
was
tie her
a
up. You tie him tight, but not too tight.
And I pull the harpoon out of, or the trident out of her leg.
Okay. You do it clean. Doesn't tear.
Yeah,
Away.
don't want to do any more damage than I already have. She's not running anywhere, that's for sure.
I don't have any spells or anything. I'm just like trying to hold the put pressure on the wound.
She's still laughing, by the way.
She's still
I just
conscious.
don't want her to bleed out on the way to the portmaster.
She's still conscious. She'll be fine. We need to get the old man.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Dagger's turn. We're still in initiative because
Cool. I'm gonna go back into the place, And as soon as I make it through the second door going into the back room, I'm gonna cast Friends on myself before I wake him up.
Okay. You do that.
Yeah, basically I just go in, I cast Friends, and then I wake him up. That's pretty much all I can do, I think.
He gets up. Oh.
Hi, how's it going? I just hold my hand out. I'm like, oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm a friend. I saw all the chaos that just happened. Everything's all right. I know that. I think that woman was trying to steal from you or something. She just took off running.
Give me a persuasion with your advantage.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, thank Christ, because that was a 9. But with my 19, it is a 25.
Oh. Were you here for the trade? I can't quite remember.
Oh no,
Whoa.
I'm just a.
Skype, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just looked at him. I'm like, I'm just a concerned citizen. I saw some chaos in the shop. There was like this person that was yelling, and then this lady was running away, and I thought she was trying to take some of your goods. So I just intervened, and I don't know. I think she might have like poisoned you because you just sort of collapsed without any meaning to.
Oh, maybe it was from that little velociraptor that snuck in earlier today.
Oh, perhaps it. But come on, let's go speak to the guards. I imagine that you wanna report this woman for the theft of your goods.
Wait, theft? He looks over at the crate that you guys broke open.
He would notice.
You
that
still have that artifact.
It's in my backpack.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that. He just sees that it's gone.
True.
Oh yes, thank you. Let's go get some guards then.
Yeah, certainly. And I just sort of put my arm around him, and I'm leading him in the way that the cart went toward the portmaster.
I owe you a beer. What is your name by chance? My name is
I'm Dagger Cackley.
Ah, my name is Dor Orlando.
Okay, hello, Dor Orlando.
He's Alaskan, which is pretty much like a Nordic.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
He's a tall Viking guy.
But he weirdly has Orlando Bloom's face.
And I'm just trying to shuffle him along with my friends as far as quickly as I can, because I just remembered that after a minute he's not going to be happy with me.
Okay, he heads out. He's like, wait, that was her card. Let's see, because the Triceratops card is still out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought they were already on their way away.
We didn't leave yet. No, seeing you run inside, it wasn't our turn yet.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, you see me come out with my arm around this guy.
He's like, oh, wait. Did something happen to her? You see he points over, and she's all tied up, and you guys are putting her in the back of the car.
Oh, well, yes. She stole from you, so, we acted on behalf of concerned citizens,
right.
And we're going to be reporting her to the...
She's still laughing. That's right. Yeah, she's still laughing. Unless you break concentration.
It was so funny that she managed to steal from you.
Do you break concentration from that, or you just let it keep going?
I had to, because Friends is concentration.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
She's not... Okay, when you go in... We'll have to rewind a little bit.
Yeah,
before you go into the shop. Or as you go into the shop, you cast Friends on yourself. Everyone outside, as she's tied up with rope, she immediately stops laughing. And she's like, this is not funny! Get me out of this right now! And she wiggles around.
It was pretty funny.
It is really funny.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
I make a floof of poison with my hand, and I go, I can do that all day. You can cooperate, or you can become poisoned.
Give me a perception.
16.
16. You see that she has somehow gotten, even though she's tied up, her hand is on a dagger, and she actually cut the rope, and she's starting to get out of it. She rolled a nat 20, I'm sorry.
In that case, she gets hit with my poison spray.
Okay. Is that a saving throw?
I think it's just an attack roll. I'm not quite sure.
If I remember right, poison spray is dexterity, but she's on the ground, so she doesn't make it.
Or she'd have disadvantage.
I will go with disadvantage. And she rolled 4, so that's fine.
All right, great.
Roll your poison damage.
I rolled low, so she takes 4 poison damage.
Okay. If I remember right, it's Azra's turn.
Oh, I'm gonna try and. Is she in the wagon yet?
No, you guys were starting to take her out when that happened.
Okay.
And Dagger's turn was going in there and casting friends and having that conversation.
Okay. I was just looking at her noodle arms and it's just like, I don't know if I can actually carry her, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and put her in the wagon.
She's unraveled herself, so she's
she's
laying down, but she is like trying to get out of the rope.
Okay.
She's definitely trying to either attack us or run away.
You do have rope of your own left, but
In 5th edition,
No, that was mine.
in 5th edition, at least for physical stuff, not magic, I guess you can do non-lethal damage. You just say, I attack
Yeah, I was
non-lethally.
considering donking her on the head with my stuff.
just punch her.
Yeah, if you have a weapon, just freaking slug her with a weapon.
Okay. I have a dagger, which is stabby, but
I'm just imagining you just like slice her Achilles tendon. You're like, nope, no moving today.
Ah!
She
She
still
has
looks.
fear in that. She's not running anywhere. She's limping, maybe.
You took it out and then you bandaged it, if you recall.
I didn't bandage it. No.
I tried to stop the bleeding.
Yeah,
when
you
she was
did.
rolling around because I didn't want her to die in the middle of the road and I was out of spells.
She still looks pretty lively, to say the least. So
She's gonna have to just do damage to
on
herself.
fire.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll be fine. Just set her on fire.
Cool. All right, firebolt. It's happening. Range spell attack.
I'll assume you're at a range. You're at advantage because she's prone.
Cool. Well, I rolled 19 without advantage. So
Okay, yeah, no, that
just in
hits.
case-
That hits.
I didn't crit. That's fine. So it's 1d10. She takes 6 damage.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
Ah! She seems really
And you
mad.
get and then I'm gonna get right up on her and be like, "Don't you go anywhere."
Yeah. Morty pops out of your hat and just is like, sweet. Shakes his little
Stop being
paw.
so cute. I'm trying to be threatening.
He shakes his paw.
I love that mouse.
Or no. Okay, he pops out and he shows his rodent teeth and he snarls. She seems a little worried about that.
It's still adorable.
He squeaks angrily. I had a chinchilla, and he used to do that when he was angry. He'd make like loud, like chirpy, barky noises. He'd go like.
That's
so
adorable.
It was incredibly cute. It was hard to be mad at him.
Yeah. The she on her turn, she gets up as part of her move, and she says, "I don't have time for this," and immediately darts off towards one of the alleyways. She just barely gets around the corner on her turn.
Does she? So she gets up and she doesn't disengage, so she draws attacks of opportunity.
Yes, actually, both of you get attacks of opportunity.
Ah. I can't use a spell for that, can I? I have to actually
No,
melee.
You need to
You have
vote
to.
for that.
Okay. A donger on the head with my staff. Nope, that's a 3.
Okay.
I tried.
Was that a nat 1?
No.
Okay.
21.
21 definitely hits.
Okay, I am two-handing this trident now, so she takes 7 damage.
Okay, you smack her pretty good at that. And she keeps going.
Damn.
Yeah. She gets a lot of HP. Alright, it is Varth's turn.
Okay. How far away did she get?
Okay, I get the map up. I know you guys can't see it. Let's say she...
Well, she should be 60 feet away from us, right?
No, she was prone, so she had to actually spend her
Oh,
move
so
getting
30.
up. And, yeah, you see her starting to go down the alleyway. She's maybe 10 feet from you.
All right. I 5-foot step and I poison spray again.
Okay.
You know what? Now. It's going to
No?
be easier to stab her.
Okay.
God, but if I don't hit her, yeah, I'm gonna keep my poisons. Like I guess just be ready to stab at her if she tries to run off. But I'll try to poison spray her, so she gets a poison spray save.
Okay. She failed.
All right.
She definitely failed.
God bless it all. 1 point of poison damage.
Hooray!
Rolled the minimum damage that time. I was kind of hoping for maximum because it would have been 12. But
Okay. You do that. As that happens, Dagger and Orlando walk out of the front of the store. And he's like, what? As he sees Varth starting to run towards the alleyway. He doesn't see your attack, but he sees you going off to give chase. And yeah, it's Dagger's turn. You're outside the shop. Florina is nowhere to be seen, but you saw Varth sprint towards the alleyway.
Do I see any guards around?
No. And you see Azra and her mouse Morty look really.
But
angry.
I saw Varth go. I'm like, come on, we have to go. We're chasing after the guy, the woman that stole from you, and I'm gonna take off running, trying to drag this guy with me. I've basically got my arm around him, to drag him with me.
Okay.
Because I want to get in range because I gotta grab this woman, but I also need him. But I don't want to hurt him.
Okay.
I don't know how that would work. Can he move on my turn?
He's treating you like a friend right now. You just told him you need to go chase somebody. He is a middle-aged man. He looks like he's not wanting to really run, let alone chase anything. If you want, you can grab him by the wrist and force him with a grapple. But
What kind of wagon is it? Is there some way you can just shove him where he won't be able to get out until we get back?
No, I just
it's
turned
an
around
wagon.
when I realized he doesn't want to come with me. I just turned around to Azra and I'm like, keep an eye on him. He's the guy that this woman stole stuff from, and I'm chasing after Varth as fast as I can. And as soon as I see her, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on her. It's got a range of 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, she's in range.
Okay, she needs a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It is enchantment.
Yeah. Tell me what you say.
Oh, okay.
I will Vicious Mockery.
Yeah. I look to her, but my grandma runs faster and she's dead.
Outside, I'm like, whoa, savage.
You hear from her, well, you better hope you don't join her, as she continues running. She made her safe. Seriously, this stream is turning off and on like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep seeing that.
Well. Oh, well. I tried. But yeah, so now we are in what the DMG calls a chase scene. We already have everyone's initiatives. As Azra, you were staying with Orlando, right?
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. You can still chase after us. You do have a cart and a very fast animal at your disposal right now.
Does Friends
There's
have
people in the way.
Does Friends have a specific range, or?
No, it is just for a minute and has been 2 rounds so far. This will be the 3rd round of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Can I try and persuade him to just stay put while I run after Florina?
Yeah, give me a persuasion.
I think I did point to her and say she's a friend, but I don't know.
That was in that one.
Okay. What I like to do actual role play too. So if you, at the worst roll you could do, what do you think Azra would have said?
Well, maybe she tried to be kind of threatening again and was like, "Don't move," Because
I'm just imagining you're
reasons.
still like on fire from your thermos.
I might still be slightly on fire. I think he's just scared of me.
Like you went for persuasion and you accidentally went into intimidation.
Yeah.
He seems scared of you, but he stays because Dagger told him to.
Okay. I'm gonna try and run after Flurry now.
All right.
I figure we know where this guy lives. I'm not worried about him running away.
Yeah.
So here's how chase scenes work. You guys are able to make one attack around even though you're dashing. There might be complications that get in your way while you're running. So look forward to that.
Mhm.
But anyone with urgent background, I'm not sure if it's just from this module or if it's from the DMG. I didn't quite read that thoroughly enough. But you get advantage on all your checks.
I get advantage. Yay. So I'm gonna. Do I have to roll dexterity to try and catch up to her, or do I just double move?
No, you double move. Pretty
Okay.
much, she's gonna have complications too, possibly.
Okay.
Like when you guys initially last session when Varth actually ran into that cabbage merchant, that would be an example.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna double move and then cast magic missile.
Okay. I'm gonna assume Varth just keeps moving since he's on the bathroom.
Yeah.
She keeps
I
moving.
imagine he's just trying to get close enough to tackle her. It's the most basic thing.
I'm just gonna try and incapacitate.
Oh, he's back.
Okay.
Okay.
How much damage do you do with magic missile?
I do 9 damage.
Okay, she's down, not looking so hot, but she is still on the move.
I just see a cattail.
It's just cat.
Wait for Blake.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just went right
Looking at the
in.
cat.
I was about to say, you guys can't see it, but there's a couch like right behind me. And if my cat walked by, you'd see it too. But I was just explaining, Blake, that we're now on the chase scene, and pretty much every round you guys are just automatically dashing. There's a chance of a complication happening every round for everybody, but you can attack once every round. Attack,
okay.
grapple, or some kind of action.
Okay.
So Azra did a magic missile. I'm going to say it's Florina's turn now. We'll reset the round. She attempts to hide in the crowd of people running away.
Oh, crap.
Okay. Varth, your turn. She disappeared into the crowd. Give me a perception.
Yep, she's gone. 6.
6? Okay. You keep running forward, though?
Varth is always bad at chase scenes. Do I, when I wild shape this stuff, do I get its, like, supernatural traits too, like scent and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah. You get its speed, too, so if you change into something faster, that'll
Okay.
work.
I turn it to a cheetah, then.
I
Okay.
think
And
the
I begin
panther has a
smelling-
pounce attack.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I'll use the
panther
panther
that.
stats. Makes more sense
Okay.
with the jungle.
Yeah. I turn into a panther then, and I begin smelling around for her salty human blood.
All right. As you turn into a panther, you just hear like a as you turn into a black panther. And,
God damn
yeah. At least there isn't a car for you to smash.
it.
All right. Roll perception again then, since you have advantage on that sniffing.
10.
10. Okay. No, can't find the trail.
God
Dagger's
damn
turn.
it.
Give me perception.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's a 17.
Okay, you see the feather on her hat. Through
Okay.
the crowd, and you continue moving forward.
I am moving forward, and with my vicious mockery, I'm pointing at her, and I say, "You're as bad at hiding as a hippo in a puddle." And I'm gonna cast vicious mockery again.
Ooh, okay. As you go to do that, you see that she took a sharp turn, and you go to take a sharp turn to do that. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God. Okay. Is this a saving throw or a athletics or acrobatics? I mean,
it's a saving throw.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's the same. That's a 12.
Oh no, you make it. You make it.
Oh phew.
So.
She needs a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
You almost ran into the wall, and it would have hurt really bad, but you like screeched the brakes. You get it. She rolled really bad. So, what do you say?
I told her she's as bad at hiding as a hippo in a puddle, and she takes 2 psychic damage. And then she has disadvantage on her next attack.
Okay. She's like, I'm not fat.
Just like trying to come up with anything. These aren't
immediately responded
tailored for hiding.
Do I hear her voice?
Yeah, you hear her, so you know she's up ahead.
I mean,
but you don't see her.
You hear me yell and point, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you know the chase is still going if you want to continue. Azra,
if I'm allowed to continue, yeah.
Okay.
You have advantage on that perception check to find her in the crowd, being the urchin.
Oh
yeah.
Neat.
So do I have to roll perception to be able to see her, or can I run after Dagger? Where Dagger went?
I mean, I was just yelling my head off. I mean, you could probably easily see me in the crowd.
Yeah.
The DC will be easier because she kind of gave away where she's at, audibly but not visibly.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm pointing in the general direction, but it's just a huge street, so I'm pointing to, like, a sea of heads.
I'm going to try and see her, and I have advantage because of my background, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's an 18 perception.
18, yeah, you see her, definitely.
Okay. I'm going to try and trigger Witch Bolt, because I figure because it's a continuous stream of lightning, then we'll be able to see where she is if I can maintain concentration.
Okay, is that a saving throw for her?
No, it's a spell attack for me, so I have to actually be able to hit. But if I can, do I have advantage on this or no?
No, just for spotting her in the crowd.
All right.
And for the saving throws for complications.
That's a 14 to hit.
14 misses. Sorry.
Damn it.
You hit a building, and you hear more screaming at people as like part of the building breaks off.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, at least it's not on fire.
That's true. It's only on lightning.
Oh man, if a dinosaur racing was going on, it's be even crazier.
Oh god, that would be so cool.
Because this is where they race. You guys actually know that you guys are running on the main pathway of the city, and it's part of the track.
So
Once
like
every 10 days.
that's the DM thing now. You just got to make that happen somehow. Because that would be so fun.
Who knows? You guys might be able to after this module. So it is
the captain's turn.
The captain's turn. That's right. She continues running, definitely, and she tries to hide again. Okay. She goes to hide herself in the crowd. It is Varth's turn.
Okay. Do I still get advantage for finding her because she's all bloody?
Yes, actually.
Okay. Rolled a 19. Check to see if I got a 20. No. Okay. So I rolled a 19, so 22.
Yeah, she rolled really low in this stealth one, even with advantage. So you definitely, know where she's at.
All right. What's the damage that a panther does? Or what's the pounce ability do?
You have to hit with a claw attack first.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'll claw attack.
It is a +4 to hit.
Also,
what?
Your movement speed's faster, I would think.
Oh yes, you have a 50 speed movement as a panther.
Yeah, you catch up to her.
Yeah. In that case, I am going to make an attack then. if I'm allowed.
Yes.
Can I do that, or do I have? I don't know how much I had to move.
That's the one action you get during a chase. So.
Oh, okay. +4 to hit. You said.
Yep.
12.
12 misses.
Yeah, 14 missed with spell attack, so a 12 definitely misses.
Yeah.
Okay, now imagine you're this mob, right? You're running away, you've heard explosions, a lightning bolt hits the building near you, and a panther tried to pound somebody. Just
I'm
running
just
through the street.
imagining the street is just chaos right now.
Oh,
Right
God.
side, people are probably thinning out, so she's running out of places to hide.
You see people who were, like, they want to, but they can't because there's just so many people, so it's just like they're pushing. You see that the guards are actually trying to help people get going. They don't seem to have enough time to actually try to stop you guys yet, but they probably will eventually. It is Dagger's turn.
I see what's going on.
Actually, I apologize to anyone who's even still attempting to watch this Twitch stream because it's just on and off like crazy. I'll have this up on YouTube in a few days.
Yeah, I trust that I've got a better chance with my spells. I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery again, and this time I tell her, I'm like, "Is that a horrible curse, or you always look like that?"
What do you mean? How much damage?
Well, she needed her save first.
Yeah, she failed.
Oh, okay. 3 psychic damage then.
Okay. Yeah, she's you can't really tell, but you gotta be chipping away at her some way or another.
Well, like I think I can tell if the spell takes effect.
Well, I mean like her health. You can't really tell.
Yeah, because it's all mental. I'm just imagining
away at her
she's
emotionally.
like got tears everywhere. Like she just almost got jumped by a panther, set on fire, electrocuted, and there's just this random woman running behind her, hurling insults. It's probably been a tough day for her.
Let's see. Okay. You are really unlucky when it comes to these chase things. You get all that for sure. She takes the psychic damage and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But give me a strength saving throw or
Ugh,
dexterity. Your choice.
Definitely dexterity.
Okay.
Good. That's a 19.
Okay, the crowd's like really densely packed, so it's kind of hard to get to her. But
I'm just
flow
imagining
through there.
I like do some parkour stuff, jumping off of barrels and fences and crap. I'm like, nope.
You do a cool Power Rangers front flip over top the crowd, and you're like, how did I do that?
Nice.
Whatever, and you just keep going.
What?
3-point landing. Oh god, that's really hard on the knees.
All right, Azra, your turn.
All right. I'm going to try and get all the way up to her and then do Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's the melee spell attack. Oh, no. I don't hit her. I try to grab her and then I just fall over.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Jeez. That wasn't a 1, was it?
So it would have been a 7, but
I was
I
gonna say,
wouldn't hit her anyway.
if it's a 1, okay, you guys were worried about this. The worst you can have on that crit fail table is you crit yourself, which still can be very,
Okay.
very bad, but
Yes.
that's the worst. That's a 1% chance on there.
Right.
But, yeah. But, I mean, the enemy could do it to themselves, too. That would be kind of funny. Like, a goblin goes to throw a spear at you, and he just throws it at himself or something.
He stabs himself in the butt. He's like, ah! Break his leg.
Ooh, her turn. She goes, there's a sharp turn. She goes to avoid it. And bam, she trips over herself, front flips, and like her ass is like upside down, and she like smacks the wall as she flipped over. And
Aw.
she takes a bit of damage.
She's still going?
But she's not moving anymore.
Oh, thank
It's
God.
your turn, Varth.
Is she like unconscious?
She's 30 feet away from you. She's not unconscious, but she's upside down on the wall.
Okay, I run all the way up to and on top of her as a panther, as the panther form, and I kind of growl at her very menacingly and loudly, and like put my claws like I'm pinning her to the ground, kind of thing, and like growl at her face.
For what it's worth, if you're trying to do a grapple, a panther has a +2 strength.
I was just going to go with the pounce DC 12. If that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Okay, you pounce her. And she's like,
Yep.
She does not, she looks both mentally and physically damaged very, very much.
And I just like growl and snarl at her and whatnot as I'm like just pinning her onto the ground.
And
Okay.
there's
So
your
everyone
panther
else can
form
catch up.
behind you.
She's sobbing uncontrollably.
Yes. The panther is on the bed right there.
No.
Imagine that pounce. Terrifying.
Guess his name.
All 30 pounds of him.
No. As
He's a
soon
big
as
fat.
I see Varth jump on her, I'm gonna grab, like, if I see any rope at all or anything around nearby, I'm just gonna see if it's unattached. I'm just gonna grab it and try and jump on her.
Okay. Yeah, you find some rope. It
Okay,
was on the
yeah.
side of someone's cart.
Okay, I'm just gonna attempt to tie her up then. It was a intelligence check, right?
Yep.
Unless I've got sleight of hand.
It's yeah.
That's a 3. That's a natural 1.
Yeah, you tie it up. Oh man, it looks really good. She doesn't even move and it just falls apart.
I'm just
You tie yourself
imagining
up
I'm
and
like trying to muscle this giant panther out of the way. I'm trying to tie her up. Will you move?
I like to think skill checks, like you don't know you fail until it actually fails. So you're just like, yep, tie it and knot.
Right.
I did it.
Right. My favorite example was my first DM campaign when he rolled a critical failure on trying to tie a knot to tie his door shut, and he had like 30 feet of rope. And the DM liked to be like kind of a dick about some stuff when you did it badly because it was funny. And he was like, okay, you tie a knot. You tie all 30 feet of your rope around just the doorknob. It was just like, oh, God. But you think you did a great job, so you have no idea it was wrong. So his character's like, perfect, well done. He was a dwarf, and he was afraid someone was going to kill him.
All right.
Aw.
Initiative's over. You got the chase. You caught her.
Oh, thank God.
Yay.
We'll just assume I'm not gonna busy you guys more with the tie. You guys eventually get the rope tied around her just fine.
Okay.
And
We figure out how to tie a rope between us.
between all four of you, because Slim
Including
somehow
Madi.
showed up out of nowhere. And he's like,
Oh. I'm like, hey, you're still not in jail. Cool.
He's like,
Do they know
yeah.
your face?
He's like, actually, we should probably keep moving. You look behind him, and there's guards still chasing him.
No,
Right.
we're going to them. Like, we're doing this on behalf of the portmaster.
Okay.
I am not opposed to having the guards help us keep this woman from running again, because I will not be able to catch up with her ass again.
Okay, you see these two big, burly, athletic men with their spears and their leopard helmets, and they're just like not even breaking a sweat, full sprint towards you guys.
I just immediately go up to them. I'm like, I'm so glad you guys are here. We've apprehended this thief. She was stealing from this innocent shopkeep way back there. I can go get him. We were going to go and talk to the portmaster and have all this resolved. I believe that she is a captain of a nearby ship.
Give me persuasion.
While you're saying that, I slink away as panther form through the crowds back to the shopkeeper.
Give me a stealth
16.
check. 16 on your persuasion. Okay. He's like,
What's
all right, but you go with us.
Oh, yes, perfectly understandable. Though I think we should maybe make sure that the shopkeep is safe, because I know that he was a little concerned about the state of his wares and everything.
As he says that, the other one goes over to the captain that you tied up and puts manacles on her, even though she's already tied
Okay,
up.
cool.
Yay.
I'm just like rattling my
what's-
mouth as long as I can to make sure that that shopkeep is coming back with
What's
Varth.
the stealth modifier of the panther?
+2.
Panthers are actually super stealthy. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
proficiency. They're +6.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled the 7, so 13.
Okay. Yep, nope, no guards saw you.
Okay.
People might have, but
And
the guards didn't. So that's
I
what.
run as fast as I possibly can, and during the running back to the shopkeep, right before I get to the shopkeep, so as not to scare him, I turn back into Varth.
Okay.
I'm just imagining some random commenter doing a Wilhelm scream.
It's just like a guy that just turns from a panther to a masked fellow
Yeah,
with
I mean,
leather all
like,
over him.
You're just like,
Which is
what?
worse?
It's scary
Right,
enough to
which
see a
is
panther
definitely
in the city
scarier.
limits
Uh,
because, like, they're cute and all in a zoo. They will murder you in the wild,
Right.
but and then
The-
see that just turn into a dude.
As you're running through the alleyway, you run right past a little kid that has a shaved head, and he's like, "Kitty!" as you run past.
Oh, oh, he'd probably die in the wild.
This is the same kid with the pickle. He's like
I
4,
knew,
maybe.
yeah. I was about to ask if
The
it smelled like
pickle. I
pickles.
was gonna say it's the pickle kid, isn't it?
It's the pickle kid.
I'm gonna find that kid. He's gonna be my druid apprentice.
Yes.
He's just like wild shaped into a pickle.
His
Make
name
your Rick and
happens
Morty
to be-
jokes.
Yeah, I was gonna say his name happens to be Rick. The most un-Chultan name possible.
When you get to the shop, you got maybe 2 rounds until Friends wears off. So you got like 12 seconds.
I'm assuming I get there before everyone else.
Yeah, you're fast,
Okay.
Really.
and everyone
You're
else is dealing with
really
guards.
Not
I get
quite,
there
but
before
just
everyone
like
else, and I kind of, in now being Varth, I kind of walk up to the shopkeeper and I'm like, "We've apprehended her, but because of the incident, you need to come with us. We're going back with the guards."
He looks at you puzzledly and he goes, "Who are you?"
I'm with the lady you talked to when you came out of the shop.
"Oh, you're with Florina. Okay, all right." He follows you.
Close enough.
I shake my
you
head, but I'm
follow,
just like,
so
whatever.
I don't care.
Yeah, yeah. So I bring him along.
Okay, after a few seconds, he's like, "Oh, my head.
What's wrong?
Nothing. What are we doing?"
You're following me. Your shop was robbed. You're coming back with me for the guards. We've apprehended the criminal.
Maybe I should just stay at my shop and make sure nothing else gets
Perhaps
stolen.
I wasn't clear. I
Intimidation.
said you're coming back with us.
Intimidation. With your
I'm
fluffy
intimidated.
cat in the background.
Deception, actually. I have no intent of hurting you.
No, I know you don't, but he thinks you do.
He doesn't know.
Okay. Well, yeah. 1.
Total?
Yeah. Let me add my charisma. 1.
So 2.
No. 1. My charisma's 11.
Oh.
He...
Doesn't seem very intimidated, but I was kind of
For what
like,
it's worth, there were guards heading that way.
He runs away from you, back towards his shop.
I'm imagining we're way too far away to see this.
Yeah.
I follow him back to the shop.
Okay. Initiative. We got a mini chase going on.
Okay.
You don't want to lose track of him.
No, I
He'll be
remember
up.
where the shop is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to go back to the shop. Because
I'm
that's
just
where-
imagining this poor asshole just like fleeing from you, and every time he goes back to his shop, you're just standing there leaning against the door, be
You
like,
sure? You sure he's a middle-aged man who doesn't have any combat experience? You probably easily could chase him down.
Yeah, I guess. What's the DC to chase him down?
What's your initiative total when you roll initiative?
20. No, sorry, 19.
oh god.
He had a 2. So he starts to run away, and you immediately grab him by the wrist and stop him.
Yep, I pretty much grab him by the wrist.
Okay.
And I just kind of wait for the guards to show up.
Guards!
Since he's going to be a dick.
Guards!
Yes, that's who we're waiting on, idiot.
This man's trying to rob me! Guards!
Just far in the distance, you hear, "We're trying to not get you robbed, idiot."
Meanwhile, back where you guys are at.
Yeah, we're probably being herded further toward the Portmaster now, because
one of the two burly men, he just has Florina on his shoulder. He's like over 6 foot tall. He's almost 7 foot tall. He just looks like a bodybuilder or something. Like he just every morning before he goes on guard patrol, he just does a bunch of curls or something.
It's just a wall of.
Dagger's like, I am
Chult
so tired after chasing her down. I mean, I'm so exhausted.
He looks like he's not exhausted at all. He looks like he could run all the way across town and back a few times and not even break a sweat. But yeah, you guys head back towards
toward the Portmaster.
Yeah. So you guys get there just fine.
The entire time I'm giving Florina stink eye over this guy's shoulder.
She looks defeated and humiliated.
Yeah.
She looks like you really struck really hard on her pride.
Oh.
In more ways than one.
I almost feel bad, and then I remember the priceless artifact in my backpack, and I'm like, nope, no.
While I was waiting for the guards to show up, while he was being a jerk and yelling, "Help, guards!" I was like, "It's a pity she was blackmailing your family. We know you're innocent. You're not guilty in this matter. You just need to be honest with the guards when they talk."
You see 3 skinny Chultan men show up, and they got the guard attire on, but they're not burly like the 2 that are with them. And
right.
They just have normal spears. They don't have the special Chult spears with them. The special Chult ones are like one-handed, but they do D8. But like a spear normally does when you two-hand it. They're kind of cool like that. They come up and they go, and they point their spears at you and at him. You're coming with us.
That's the point. We need to see the harbor master. He hired us to resolve this man who is hiding blackmailed artifacts from the city in the back of his shop.
No. You are coming with us now. They move in closer, spears pointed right at you.
I shrug.
Initiative.
Oh, God. Oh, no, we're so far away.
Oh, these guys aren't guards, are they?
Oh, no.
They're gonna stab the old man to death.
Oh, no. They still
Okay.
have spells left.
Oh, yeah, he gets rolls too. Oh, of course he gets good initiative.
Oh, thank God. Run away, you poor innocent little man.
This is going to be good. What'd you get?
12.
Okay. You hear Orlando say, I don't want to die, as he goes to run off. Do you attempt to stop him?
These guards kind of seem like they're looking for blood.
Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling of.
One looks like he has a crazed look in his eyes and seems to be the leader of them.
Okay, that's fine. Then I don't attempt to stop him if he's able to actually run away from the guards.
Yeah, he does like the stereotypical weak guy run away where they like stumble over themselves and have to like catch themselves with one hand as he runs off.
Okay. No, I'm going to let him start to run away.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Okay.
He's 30 feet away.
I still have 1 wild shape left.
What do you think?
So I say to the guards, "Pity you decided to betray the city. It's all you have." And I turn into a panther, and I chase after the old man.
Okay. All right. So you catch up to him, but you don't have enough. It took an action to turn into a panther.
Right. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm actually not going to do anything to the old man. I'm just going to follow him as a panther.
Okay. All three of them throw their spears at you. And
Oh, God.
they have pack tactics, so they get advantage.
Oh, no! Wait, does pack tactics only count when they're within 5 feet of an enemy? Or 5 feet of each other?
5 feet of each other. And they're
What's up in their stats? I don't have a copy of that.
I had to
Yeah,
move
hang
away
on.
from that for these guys' stats.
I'm gonna send it to the Skype chat.
Okay.
Is it above 13?
Panther's AC is 12.
Okay, all three hit you.
Cool.
3 spears get thrown at you, and you take 14 piercing damage. How much
You're
health is
no
a
longer a panther.
Okay.
A panther has 13 hit points.
Okay.
Okay. It is Orlando's turn.
For what it's worth, though, you didn't take any. You only took 1 point of damage.
Yeah, no, that's what I was glad about.
Would he have to roll concentration if that wouldn't have turned him back? I don't think so.
I don't
'cause
think
it wasn't
so,
the
'cause
spell.
It's not a spell.
It wasn't polymorph. But
Yeah, if it was polymorph, he would have had to.
Yeah, because otherwise druids would be very weak.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
they're supposed to be the tank.
The Orlando keeps running. he's
That's the point. Yeah.
I don't know how long it's had been. Is it to the point where Azra and Dagger are like, maybe they should have been following behind us? Or has it not been long enough?
the guards. You and the guards were like walking. They didn't.
Well,
they
yeah,
didn't
but
have
like
you guys
the
full
entire
run.
time I'm looking behind me and I'm trying to see them. Because I'm afraid that this guy's going to rav it again.
In a few more.
I guess perception to see if I can see them in the crowd.
Okay. You don't even need to roll. You don't see them
Oh.
behind you. I'm going to give them 2 more rounds.
Okay. Because
it's been quite a while since
okay.
you guys
Okay.
started moving.
Okay.
Yeah, so Orlando is 60 feet. He's got to make a con save because he's an old man. He's wheezing, gasping for breath as he rolls a 1.
Oh no.
Oh, this guy's so dead.
He's like scared, like snot out
For
of
what
his
it's
nose.
worth, they don't have spears anymore because they just chucked them.
Yeah. Yeah, Varth, your turn. You got 3 spears, and yeah.
Well, I did.
Actually,
None
no,
of
they
them
clatter on the
hit
ground
me,
next
so,
to you.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Back at Varth.
Did they look like they had any other weapons?
Yeah, they have a spare spear each.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good thing I have no area effect spells at all as a druid.
Your ice knife might.
My
Ice
ice
knife
knife's
does
going to
count,
kill
yeah.
people in the crowd, too.
If there's 3 of them and they're coming at you in a line and you hit the one in the middle, maybe they'll be safe.
All right. I guess I'm doing that.
People are
I
definitely.
mean, it's
They're definitely staying away from this, especially since guards are involved. You don't need to worry about hitting anyone else.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm definitely going to toss an ice knife before I chase after the old guy.
Okay, the one with the crazed eyes is in the middle of the game for him.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Crazy Eyes gets hit first.
always aims for crazy eyes first.
Yeah, definitely.
They're wearing like hide leopard looking armor.
Spell attack? I think Ice Knife is spell attack. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is 22.
Holy crap.
Oh boy, do you hit.
Okay. The exploding ice shards, or the ice knife that hit that guy. Of course, obviously, the cue of this evening. 2 damage.
And then
How
everyone
much
else
cold?
needs a dex save or 2d6.
Okay, 1 made it, 1 didn't, I'm assuming. A 15 and a 3.
The 3, yeah, the 3 doesn't. The 15 does.
I think all 3 of them need saves.
Oh, right, 1 more. Okay, yeah, none of them make it. Or no, the 15 makes it. There was a 10, a 3, and 15.
They all take 8 cold damage.
What's your DC for your saving throw?
It's 13. Because it's just 10 plus your modifier. That's it.
If they
Plus
make
10
it,
your mod. Yeah.
if they make it, they take half, right?
No,
Yeah.
they take none.
Oh, they take none. Wow.
Okay.
That's what I think, at least, because it's only a first level spell. Yeah.
How much was it total gold?
8.
8. Okay. The middle one, down. The one to the left, down. The one to the right, not down. The one in the middle, he is dead.
Okay.
As you see,
Whatever.
right next to him, a little brain with dog feet appears.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh shit! Kill that thing!
Fuck. Oh, hell no. I ain't killing that thing. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
It's gonna kill more people.
Okay.
I'm not there.
Okay, Dagger and Azra, you guys are heading towards the Port Master.
I look
you
over to
perception-
Azra and I'm like, it's been a while. Is Slim with us? Is he?
No, you don't know where he went.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can find Slim?
Yes. The guards seem like they're not going to let you guys go anywhere.
That's
like
why
they're
I'm looking
taking
for
you
Slim.
to you.
Oh, thank God. That's a 19.
19? Yeah, no, he's gone. You don't know where he's at.
Damn it.
You're pretty sure he's not anywhere near you. Okay, back. You guys just get to the building, the office building.
I look to the nearest, to the guard that I was talking to before, the one that I convinced needed to help us. I'm like, my friends aren't, I don't see the guards and I don't see my friend. I'm worried that captain woman's pirate, that her friends found him. You guys need to find him.
There is more than just us two guards in the city. I'm sure that they're fine. He opens up the
yeah,
door.
there is. The rest are intellect powers.
He opens up the door as you guys go to walk in. Back over to Varth's situation. So, Varth, there's a little brain.
Fuck.
It looks beat up.
The littlest fuck.
In character, I'm like, it's a monster. I should kill it. Out of character, I'm like, I'm dead. Because I know these things are fucking super crazy dangerous. Like CR4 or 7 or something.
No, they're not that bad. They're still bad. You don't want to.
Not in this edition.
At your level, they're still scary.
I ain't gotta
At our
play
level,
the.
everything's scary.
Yeah,
We've got
gotta-
15 points.
I gotta play the character.
What would Varth
I know exactly what Varth would do. Ice knife.
do? Okay. I sniped it.
God damn it.
It's really,
Did Port Nyanzaru inspiration give any bonuses when you're trying to protect the populace from intellect devourers?
Yeah.
yes, actually. If you want to spend your point on that.
What's it do if I do? Is it give me like you just
I'll give you advantage.
or-
I'll give you advantage on the attack roll.
Alright, I'm spending it, fuck it.
Okay.
Yes, kill this thing. Oh God.
Yeah, it already looks fairly beat up. As well.
Just
so you have a
on
chance.
it, 'cause-
Attack roll to hit with the ice knife with inspiration. The only reason I succeeded, by the way, was 19.
Okay, you hit.
Ice knife did 4 damage.
Okay.
Dexterity save. It's a pity my dex save doesn't get advantage because that DC is garbage.
Good, it's
It'll
not
go
resistant to cold. Alright.
14, I think, is the DC.
It made it 19.
Of course.
But it took its damage. It took
Yep,
4.
it took some damage. You hear like it like jumps off to the side.
And I shout out loud, "Kill that monster!" And I point at it.
The guard guy that is still alive looks terrified. Like he didn't know, and he spends his turn doing nothing. Like he's just shocked. He doesn't know what's going on. This is equivalent to him
He
just
just
seeing.
saw his friend's brain climb out of the back of his skull.
Yeah, this is like eldritch horror for him.
And climb out of the back of his friend.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly realizing why this guy was called Crazy Eyes.
Yeah.
I can't believe it just took till now.
The little brain, like, goes down in the pounce, and it goes to jump at you. And right as it jumps at you, you hear a whiz go right past your head as a crossbow bolt hits it, and it goes into the wall and pins. And you look behind you, and you see Slim with the crossbow.
Thank Christ.
He rolled max damage, by the way.
Oh my god! Okay.
Boy.
I am so glad you gave this guy your gold because he just saved your ass.
The camera zooms in on his face, and he goes, "Smoke him if you got him."
At this point, I could use some good herb.
And we'll end there, because holy crap, this went 2 hours longer than I expected, but it's been great.
Sorry.
No, it's been
That was
great.
awesome. Yeah.
That was so scary. I was so scared. Him being like, I've got nothing left. I'm tapped out. Oh god, and being like half a city away, it's like there's nothing we can do. I can't even send up a warning flare because I can't cast a spell.
Do you guys want to do this last part?
Hero to the fucking rescue. Yeah, we could do this. You guys ready? You're able to do this last part? Is that okay, or? Are we...
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go into the office. Slim and Varth aren't with you, but you got the guards, and the secretary is actually asleep. But the slamming of the door opening wakes her up, and she's like, yeah.
As soon as I see her, I look to her. I'm like, you need to send whatever guards you can. You need to find a man called Dorlando at the Gray Trader. I think he and my friend Varth are in danger. And I'm just hoping and praying that the small little repertoire we have with this woman joking about burning her papers makes her actually listen to me more than these guards have.
As you're saying this, the guards just ignore her and immediately start to go back into the office with Florence.
I'm just looking at her with the most scared, pleading eyes to be like, please, my friend is gonna die. I'm so scared that this woman's got more friends. I know she does. Yeah, that's what I do. I mean,
she's like, all right. She literally just woke up to this, so she has no idea what's going on. The guards throw Flurry into the office, and you hear her as she lands on the ground. And then it's like, a criminal. And then Xanthar's like, oh, good job. Come in, as he leans over and looks at the door and sees you guys out there.
As soon as I see him, I'm like, our friend Varth is not back yet. I'm worried for him. I'm worried that this chick has more goonies on her side. You need to send guards to find him.
The two guards look at him, eyebrows raised. He nods, and they run off.
I reach into my bag and I'm like, and I hold out the letter and I'm like, this man, this trader, the owner of the Gray Trader, he was being blackmailed by Florina. She was threatening his family. I'm worried that him and his family are in danger.
There's more than that in danger. You hear it from her on the ground. You don't know who you're messing with.
Kick her. I just kick her in the ribs.
Hey!
I'm like, she threatened an innocent man, his family, his children.
What's your strength? I rolled to hit.
-1.
Okay. She's still conscious.
Yeah, it's mostly just out of anger. I'm not actually going to do any damage to her because I still want her to be able to talk.
Okay.
I'm just angry that this woman put us through so much trouble and made this poor guy so terrified for his family.
Your strength is a -1 modifier?
Yeah.
Fun fact, since you're not a monk and you're not trained in unarmed, your damage would have been... Your damage is supposed to be a 1 plus your strength modifier, so you just do 0.
Yeah. I imagine it's just it's not enough to bruise, but it's like, yeah, okay, I maybe kicked the wind out of her.
She still seems annoyed. She's like, hey!
I mean...
He's like, oh, this is troubling indeed. Did you run into any of those brain creatures?
Yeah, no.
I haven't heard back from any of my, agents.
It got out?
Probably not a good sign.
I sent 3 guards to go look for them. I haven't seen
Send
them.
more. Varth was terrified of that thing. I don't know what it can do.
Varth
but
was
it doesn't
terrified
do
of the things to
good.
bring with legs. It's an abomination of nature.
Okay.
I'm like, I have no idea what that thing can do. None of us do, but I'm imagining nothing good because it is a brain with feet.
Yes, they seem to be very dangerous creatures. Seem to have some mind-stealing abilities. But
That's even worse. Send more cards, please.
that's what I just did, as he points at the door.
Oh, okay, thank God. I didn't know if he had actually told him to go find him. Okay.
If this helps at all, with any consideration, here's your pay. As he puts down the coins.
As I take the coins from him and not even looking, and I pull out the wrapped up urn and I lay it carefully on the table. I'm like, this is what she was trading in. This is an illegal ancient artifact. And I unwrap it and I show him to him.
He looks
I'm
at
like-
it. He's like, mm-hmm. Oh, Surash. And he casts a spell, and she floats in the air, and she seems to be suspended in the air while tied up.
That's
And
awesome.
He's like, do you think she would know more?
I'm pretty sure I know she's part of a thieves guild. She probably has friends.
You got no proof of that.
I'm like, I saw the bit. Never mind. Why am I?
I
fighting
haven't
her?
done anything wrong.
I'm just ignoring her. I'm like, she has this symbol of a thieves guild on the ship. There is no thieves guild individual that works alone.
Why are you listening to her? She's the crazy person that attacked me at the shop I was going to.
The shop was closed. Why were you going there when it was closed?
The door was unlocked for me. I don't know why someone of my stature is being accused of such atrocities. Give me, you guys can interrogate her if you want. Try to get more information out of her.
Yeah, definitely. What is that? An intimidation?
Intimidation. Yeah. I think the module gave another option too, but we'll go with intimidation.
I mean, it's a stretch, but could I use history to try and like make her talk her way into a lie? To be like, so you're saying you don't have any individuals within the city, and like try. I don't know. I'm just trying to think, like if there's a way and I can outthink her.
I rolled a 17 intimidation, by the way.
Okay. You
You
succeed.
could also light
What do you
yourself
say?
on fire.
I was gonna
and
say,
shatter
she's
the
yep.
wall.
What do you
On
say?
fire again.
Okay. She's like, I don't know. She like desperately files. Get that crazy woman away from me.
I just look at her. I'm like, she is crazy. Like I saw her set a dude on fire once. It was insane.
He's still holding her
She
up,
just shrugs like,
and he goes, "Oh, don't worry. I have everything magically protected in my office. Nothing will catch on fire."
Because he
Wait.
breathes fire all the time.
All right.
Don't worry, my office is fine. It's pretty much
My office is fireproof. It's fine.
Okay. Dagger.
which like she's like, ooh.
Uh-huh.
What was your role for the history? I'll go with that. It's your specialty.
That's a natural one.
Okay.
I'm so worried for my friends. I'm just like tripping over my words.
You're just like, are you here because the kingdom of the flying monkeys? You know, just something like this. Obviously not. That never happened. Okay. You
I'm
guys.
just like that schmuck lawyer that the first day in court and they just tripping all over their words.
The giant chicken lawyer from Futurama. I do declare.
I say, I do declare. Collect. Azra, we'll just skip to the chase because you're supposed to make 3 of these checks. We'll just say Azra makes all the checks, and you fully interrogate her while he has cast Hold Person on her in the air. And she tells you that, yes, she's part of the Zentarum. She is one of their agents. They formed an alliance with the Xanathar Guild, and she's working with a dwarf named Red Eye. one benefit of the alliance is that they can both easily plunder the wealth of Chult by working together. She also reveals that the Red Eye is using those brain things, and he's actually trying to take control of one of the merchant princes with one of the brain things.
Did she say which prince? Or just any or all of them?
She doesn't know. Despite, like, being terrified with fire and whatever. You're pretty sure you got everything out of her you could.
Okay.
Everyone gets 100 gold.
Ooh.
Yay.
Does anyone
Finally
want that?
afford that pearl for identify.
I was about to say, do you want that in material cloud?
Yeah.
I can just go buy it later.
Because he's a wizard, he probably has it already.
It's yours.
I'm gonna wait because like I don't have the spell yet, so
Okay.
there's no point in getting it if I can't use it yet.
I do.
But I'll just hold on to it because I imagine in a city this big, it shouldn't be that hard to find a pearl worth 100 gold.
As you guys finish your investigation, Varth and Slim come back.
I just like as soon as I see them, I'm just like sighing into relief, and I just flop down in a chair.
Slim looks
I look at him,
really.
I'm like, you're bleeding a little bit.
Slim looks really confident in himself.
And
And you see over his back, he's like holding it by one of his legs. And, like he's proud that he just caught something from the hunt or something.
As soon as I see that, I'm just like, oh my god! I just give him a high five.
The bolt's still in it.
Hey, you're not dead.
Far
I
from
would
it.
be if it had not been for Slim here. His shot was dead on. It lunged right at me as it came out of the back of one of the guards' heads.
His picture is what he's doing right now. He's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got one of these. I think I should, maybe get something out of it. As he looks over at Xanthar, and Xanthar's like, he gives him 100 gold. He's like, this is 10 weeks' pay. I mean, thank you.
See, helping people pays better than it does whatever you were doing on that ship. Mopping the deck? Huh?
He
I
still has,
kind of pat him on the back. And you would have never made such a great shot if you had stayed with them.
he still has the mop on his back, by the way.
I figured as much. You never
Ready
said he
for
got rid of
mopping
it.
at any time.
Yeah. Ready for a clean floor.
He might be a drunken master. Use it as a course staff or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He plops the thing on the ground, the intellect devourer, and you hear like a fart noise come out of one of the folds of its brain folds.
And maybe
And-
kick it a little, make sure it's actually dead.
You hear a little squeak noise as your like foot like squeaks on the grease part.
Ugh.
And
I just
I don't know.
immediately like start trying to rub the toe of my boot on the floor to get the itchiness off.
I Druid craft all the gross off the floor.
Xanthar laughs. There's like the like end of a show in the 80s closure laugh, and he's like, and then just
With
freeze
like
frame.
a woman just frozen in the air, terrified, a brain thing dead on the ground, half of us beat to
Devil
hell.
woman on fire again.
Yeah, you're just like on fire and angry looking, and I'm just like patting what Slim on the back, like look in his direction, and he's like,
Okay.
Oh.
But that's okay. Now we're ending it for the night. Thank you
Yeah.
anyone who has been watching this, even through the off
Yes.
and ons of the stream. The full thing will be up on YouTube in a few days. We'll see you guys next week
Yay.
Yes, I had a
For
blast.
for the last part of All Eyes and Chult.
Ooh.
ooh.